Welcome to the Geek Life podcast, I hope. It seems like we're broadcasting. So let me actually put it on myself here. Here we go. Hi everybody. It's been a while since we've broadcast. We've all been kind of busy with the end of the summer, and getting things.
You've been busy.
I've been busy. Well, you're the ones with the kids, so.
Excuse me. Sorry.
You all right?
Yeah.
All right,
Put
okay.
my lung back. No,
You put your lungs back in?
Yeah.
Please, thank you. But we're back, and plenty of us have seen and done things since the last time that we probably have a lot to talk about, right, Pyre?
Sure.
Yeah.
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 Sure. Yeah.
So, all right. So, to my left, we have
Angry black man in the house. Angriest black man in the world. Planet, solar system, universe, whatever. Angry.
to his
Planet.
left.
What'd you say? Planet?
I said planet, solar system, universe. It doesn't matter. I know it doesn't make sense. Just do your little montage. Just keep going.
It's Captain Villain Black.
Hey.
Don't call me Captain. Oh, wait. No, you can't. I forgot
You
it.
can call me
You
Captain.
can call me Captain.
You can call you
You
villain.
can call me Villain, but don't just call me Black.
Yeah.
Right.
There you go.
Wow.
Why?
Yeah.
Why did I have to remind you of
I
that?
don't know. I forgot. I haven't said it in
That is a shame.
7 months.
No, it hadn't been that long. It feels like it,
Are,
but it hasn't.
are we supposed to be on Facebook?
I think so.
So, well,
I don't know.
Uh,
No, you have to look at the videos, I think.
Mr. Goldstein?
I think you have to go to the videos.
Get your humble voice.
I think you have to
I'm
go
gonna
to
tell
the
you.
videos.
That,
Are you going to the videos? No, you're not. You're just sitting there going,
I regret to tell you that we're not on Facebook.
To Laron's left, we have.
The Bearded Maker.
There you
You're
go.
on. You're on.
What?
Justin. I'm
Yeah,
so-
he's on.
well.
We're all on. So, so I've seen all the Marvel movies that came out, and I saw. Why does it sound like that? It's getting worse.
Because it is.
I hope not.
Mute me. Mute me.
Who?
Me.
You?
Me.
You?
Red.
Red? Nope. It's
No,
not you.
not me.
No.
Oh,
It's
Byron.
Mr. Coffee.
It's not me.
It is you.
It is you.
Here,
What was
here. You want to test it? Start talking.
Hello.
I didn't say stop. See, there you go. What is it? I'm gonna put you on mute real quick while you fix. Oh, that's why. Okay, so,
We're not on Facebook, by the way.
but are we on anything else?
What else? What else is there?
YouTube. Should be on YouTube. Should be on YouTube. I mean, if not, I'm recording, so. There could be worse things going on. One of these days. One of these days.
I think
just
you need
need
a checklist, sir.
No, well, since we're in a slightly different location than we usually are, it's a little bit different. What? What? I can't hear you. What?
No, I don't know what this is.
That's called a microphone. So,
I don't know.
all right. Well, I mean, it's not as bad as it was. I don't have any signal out here, so I can't even check. So,
Yeah, it's taking a little while for me.
Well,
Wow.
that's there.
Who was that?
that was the.
Are we on YouTube?
Yeah, we're on YouTube.
Yeah.
We're on YouTube.
What?
So we're working on YouTube. All right. So that's at this point, that's all I care about right now.
Okay.
Because at least it's getting out there and I can share it on Facebook. So
Yeah.
we could do that. So Spider-Man came out.
Oh God, that wasn't me.
What the heck was that? Wow. Is there something like, maybe your house is haunted?
Nah.
No? Okay.
Nah.
I'm going to try not moving.
Why is it I
around
can
this
only see me and you, Matt? We need to.
one. Because nobody set up a full table shot.
Yeah, that's this one.
Is it that one?
It's the middle one, yeah.
So let's see here.
Try to see him ugly mug.
No. Let's try this one. Well, it's three of us, and you're kind of cut out. We got your shirt, so yeah, lay on the table. Just draw you like one of our French girls.
Oh,
Now we can see you.
There you go. Now we're good.
Yeah. So now we have the Last Supper here. So
That's good beats.
I don't know what that is,
I don't either.
dude. I think your house is haunted.
stop.
Stop. Stop what?
Stop. STOP. It's not haunted.
I don't
Stop.
know.
Okay. All right. Let's move
No
on.
other thing I can think of.
Hey.
that causes
There
it.
we go. Oh,
Hey, there we all are.
That's a good shot.
Yeah,
Also
we
for
were
Justin.
switching around.
Justin.
Yeah,
Yeah, it'll catch
playing
up.
with the mouse
There's-
or camera.
There's a
Anyway,
delay. It'll catch up.
this is totally we're well put together. Why? Stop watching yourselves on the damn
I
screen.
know that's like the whole point of getting it was to save comments, but then I can't even get comments on there anymore.
Well, you should be able to see something on YouTube.
I can see it on
on your laptop.
on my laptop.
Okay.
But YouTube, it just has the whole video up there.
Well, that's because I think you're doing like a Chromecast to it. It won't show the comments on the Chromecast.
Yeah.
Just the video.
Yeah,
So,
that failed.
so did anybody else see any movies this spring, summer?
Well, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah,
I
Guardians.
saw Guardians not too long ago.
Okay.
It came out for rent.
Yeah, it was good in the theaters also.
Yes, it was.
So, how would you rate the at-home experience?
I mean, it was all right.
Yeah.
My house is nice when I watch movies, so I enjoy watching them.
Didn't
there.
have to put shoes on.
That's right.
Popcorn wasn't like
No, it was
$80.
okay. It was okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't
$80.
super. I didn't exactly know what the whole storyline was going to be about. I knew,
Nobody did.
yeah.
Well.
It was okay. I was hoping it'd be
If you
something a
watch the
little more
first one-
exciting.
Yeah.
If you watched the first one, you kind of already knew it's going to be about
To a
him and his
degree.
dad.
To a degree.
Well, I knew his dad was in it, but
Yeah.
I didn't know the whole thing was going
Oh.
to be about them. Yeah.
Yeah.
It seemed isolated. That's what I felt like.
It was.
It was very
Isolated?
isolated.
How do you
Yeah,
mean?
like the first movie, we went to all those different places, and there was like communities and stuff like this. It was just like just the Ravagers and like in that one. It just didn't seem like everybody was interconnected. It was weird.
Well, I mean, the focus was the Guardians. So
Yeah,
I mean,
the focus was the Guardians in the first one.
I thought
But-
it might tie in a little more, like kind of get you kicking off the one coming up, the Avengers
Oh,
coming up.
Infinity War.
Gauntlet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, I think at this because for those that are studying when the movies are released and stuff and that are like totally focused on it, the movie schedule already. So I mean, they kind of are shifting towards it as far as Guardians is concerned. But I think the main turning point is going to be Thor Ragnarok. That's probably going to be the either the last or second last movie before Infinity Wars comes out, because Black Panther I think comes out before that, right?
February.
Yeah. So
Black History Month. It is.
Hey,
okay.
You think it's playing like that?
Yes.
No,
of
that
course.
It
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
is.
No, that's when it is. It
Oh,
comes out in February.
Okay. So,
Actually, it's Valentine's Day, February 14th.
so you go take your sweetie
Yeah.
Sure.
They'll enjoy that.
chocolates.
Yeah, chocolates on
Did
Valentine's
Deadpool come out last
Yeah.
last Valentine's Day?
Well, around that, yeah. It wasn't
Uh,
exactly on Valentine's Day.
I think 11th or something.
Terrible,
Yeah.
horrible, very bad movie.
So anyway,
Okay, moving on.
so yeah, you had Guardians, you had Spider-Man, which is coming out on digital, I think, in like 2 weeks or something like that.
That's
the
when
end,
I'll
the end
see
of the
it.
month.
Mm.
Wonder Woman.
We
Wow,
talked
yeah.
We
about
talked
Wonder
about
Woman.
Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we talked about that already.
We didn't get Guardians because did we talk about Guardians?
We
I
talked
think we
about
did
the
talk
trailer,
about-
but I don't think we talked
Yeah,
about
I don't think we
Oh.
saw it at that point.
Yeah, we,
Mm.
Because Spider-Man and Guardians came out after. No, it had to have been before Wonder Woman.
No.
Are you sure? Because
Yeah.
Guardians is already out at home.
Yeah,
So
Doesn't
maybe we
matter.
already spoke about Guardians. It's been that long.
I thought we did, but
Yeah, it's possible.
I don't know.
So So
We didn't about Spider-Man though.
no, we didn't talk
So
about.
let's talk about
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Did we talk about Spider-Man?
No,
Maybe we talked about.
we
Spider-Man.
didn't.
Justin, did we talk about Spider-Man?
Talk about the trailer. I remember talking about that.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
talked about the
okay.
trailer. We didn't talk about Spider-Man.
Okay.
Do we want to talk about
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man?
We can talk about
Non-spoilery?
Spider-Man.
I don't care.
Non-spoilery?
Justin doesn't care about
I don't care if you spoil
All
it.
right, careful for anyone who hasn't seen it.
Spider-Man becomes Venom.
Nah, spoiler. Just spoiler.
And he
alert.
has floppy hair.
Yeah,
and he
that's
starts
not-
to dance down
I
the
mean,
street.
but
I just made that up.
It's been out for a couple of months now, so I mean,
At least.
someone
A
should.
couple months.
Well, you know what I'm just saying.
Came out in
July.
May,
What?
People
I
should
thought it
beginning
was
of May,
July.
People should have seen it already.
July
but,
7th, huh?
July. Yeah, you're right.
So what do you think about it, Matt?
What did I think about it?
Yeah.
Out of all the Spider-Mans, I thought
Spider-Man's.
I thought it was the best out of all of them.
course.
Maybe not by much, but because even though you had the stupid built-in web thing from Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, I mean that was the first modern era Spider-Man.
That seems stupid to me.
It was.
retarded.
It was.
Yeah.
But when he had the suit on and stuff, I mean, it didn't really matter at that point because you kind of forgot.
Are you talking about him being able to shoot webs from
his
his wrist?
body? Yes.
Yeah, he had unlimited supply of webs.
Yeah, and he didn't even need to drink Gatorade to replenish it. or anything.
Spiders do.
Yeah, but spiders also
He's not a spider.
makes webs and has to rebuild their sustenance levels and stuff.
No, they can shoot webs all day.
They don't shoot web. Well, a couple do, but not many spiders can shoot webs.
Mm.
They usually
But
attach it. From
wasn't
their
this a
rear end.
special spider?
Yeah,
though?
it was a radioactive.
So there you have it. It could do anything.
Radioactive Spider-Man.
Does
So Wheezy over here, he's a little sick, so he's going to be busy coughing partially off mic. So I wish I had the ability to give you a mute button, not that you actually use it though. Cough button. If we were a professional radio, which we aren't even close to, there would be a cough button.
I mean, it's close enough.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So, having a producer and everything. So, were there any non-comic book movies that people saw over the summer?
Are we done with Spider-Man? That's it.
What's there more to add?
We didn't even talk about it
All
at
right.
all, really.
You want
So,
to comment on it?
Just asked how Matt felt about it.
How
Don't care
did you
about
feel-
anybody
how'd you
else.
feel about it, Captain?
Don't care what y'all think.
I just started.
Yeah, he was just like if it was the best Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
I don't know, man. The Spider-Man 2 was pretty good.
The
With
Sam
Doc Ock.
Sam
Yeah.
Raimi one. Yeah.
Yeah, not the amazing piece of garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the one with Doc Ock.
Yeah.
What?
Never
The
mind.
amazing piece of garbage?
Wow, man. It wasn't that bad.
This
It was better than Spider-Man 3.
there was no Spider-Man 3. There's
Yeah,
never
yes,
been
there was.
there's never been a Spider-Man 3. He's only gone to 2.
Yeah, whatever.
That's all there ever be.
What's he
and that's
talking
all-
about?
Sam Raimi, Spider-Man 3.
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway,
Sandman.
Spider-Man 2 was all right, but I mean it was the same story. It was more like a drama than it was
Yeah, it was.
a superhero movie. So it was trying to be different, but it
Yeah.
failed. Anyway, so what I liked about Spider-Man was the villains. They
Yeah.
didn't kill him, and it was we haven't seen a good villain in a while.
Yeah.
In the Marvel universe, and they usually just kill him off.
Hmm.
And
To make
he-
room for others. And
yeah,
Yeah.
and, they had a good backstory with him, and it was actually a shock. I was kind of surprised in that one. I'm not gonna spoil it, but when you find out who he is,
Mm.
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That was a shock. I was surprised. I was actually surprised, which usually doesn't happen. Usually these movies are very predictable,
Yeah.
and for that to happen, I was like, oh, okay.
Well, but as it was going on, I kind of picked up on it.
No, I didn't.
You
Did
can't
you?
tell.
Did you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, when you find out who the Vulture is?
Oh, that was a surprise.
Yeah,
That was.
I thought it didn't make it any less cool.
yeah. It was a surprise to
But-
me. So
Yeah.
Oh man, sorry.
Do you need a tissue?
No, I'm just.
Are you sure?
No, he's got a shirt, man. He's good.
the inside of
What?
his shirt,
But what kind of shirt is that?
tissue
That
made
is
shirt.
a tissue shirt. It's a Geek Life shirt. which is still available at Teespring
I was a company
And
man,
good
man.
for sneezing.
and good for cleaning up boogers.
That's
Apparently.
right. No, I thought that was probably one of the best parts of the movie. That was a great surprise.
Would you stop looking at yourself on the TV?
I'm not looking at myself.
No, I see you looking over, and it's like there is nothing over there
No,
other than
sorry.
yourself.
That was a great surprise.
Okay.
And I really like that. But you know what? The villain was awesome. The story was decent, and I actually look forward to the second
Second one.
Homecoming.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like they've got this one planned out. Like a lot of them seems like they had some ideas, but this one seems like they've already got like maybe not scripts, but like storyboards
Or where they
of
wanna
how
go.
they want to go with all the characters.
The,
'Cause there's so many of them.
the unfortunate thing is that fans, whenever there's some sort of change or sidestep with Marvel entertainment, like with this deal with Sony and Marvel, fans are
Oh man, I'm listening.
fans are like wishing that Fox and Marvel get their stuff together, join forces. And it's like every time, it's like it's not going to happen. One, especially now, and this is getting kind of like deep into it. Especially with the Star Wars franchise and Disney owning both Marvel and Star Wars, there is a huge, go pound sand between Fox and Disney for Star Wars, because Fox, 20th Century Fox, owns the lifetime distribution rights to Episode 4, A New Hope. That's why you don't see any new box sets of the original trilogy. That's why we're not going to. That's the deal Lucas made in order to get Star Wars even made. Is he said, that's what Fox said. He said, if you give us lifetime distribution rights, then we'll give you the money for this. And Lucas said, well, in addition to that, can you give me rights to the merchandise? And they said, sure, whatever. Not realizing that was going to be a multi-billion-dollar industry in and of itself. So there's a lot of animosity between the two companies. So Fox is never going to release any of the Marvel properties.
I never say never, man.
Yeah, I've never said never either.
It's been, 20 years now?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't
Money
matter.
talks, man.
No, apparently not.
We'll see.
Well, but that's the thing that Deadpool, the movie that Laurent can't stand, made, was that if they kind of give Rain license to directors that have a passion for. Seriously?
Yeah.
Get it together.
That's darn computer. Then any movie that can be made will be made well. So even if you don't like it. So I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy. Look at that. That was a crapshoot
That
with
was,
James
but
Gunn,
Yeah, it was.
and he loved the story.
Yeah.
So
Came
and the
out.
characters. So
I didn't really know any of those characters.
Nobody did.
Yes, I did. Let me stop.
What do you mean? Yes or no?
I knew Drax and I knew
Okay.
Gamora.
But you didn't know them like you know them now, though.
No.
No, like you knew of them and you're kind of aware.
Yeah.
So
And Nebula.
Nebula, right?
And Yondu.
And Rocket.
No, I didn't know Rocket.
You didn't know Rocket?
No.
Out of all of them, you didn't know Rocket? Wow.
Mm-mm. Rocket, Groot, Star-Lord. Didn't know them.
Because I only knew him from I think the Spider-Man animated series. Because they did a crossover every once in a while on a more recent series.
After the movie? Before the movie?
Before the movie. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So there's good episodes. You all right? You like all of a sudden like twitched or
No, because
flinched
I
or
looked
something?
down and I hit the microphone
Oh.
with my hat. I'm sharing out the link
Oh, okay.
on Facebook.
So are we done with Spider-Man?
Spider-Man.
For somebody that admitted that they didn't have anything, you sure want to move on real quick.
It's a
I'm
good
just saying,
movie.
Are we done? I just don't want us to get
It's a good movie.
stale.
I got you. No, I think that pretty much covers it.
Mm.
Are you, Justin? Are you going to go see it or are you going to see it when it gets released on?
Yeah.
digital?
Yeah.
Do you have any like preconceived notions or
No.
expectations or anything?
No, I think I said this before. I know Spider-Man's like a young superhero, but I'm kind of tired of the whole high school thing and the super young. I know the first couple ones that came out, he was an adult, I guess,
Right.
but I don't know.
It's college years.
Yeah.
I think
He
this.
was in high school.
Yeah, he's in high school, but I mean,
No, I mean before the first one, the first series, he was in high school.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
was, wasn't he? Yeah.
well, but I think by the second one, he was in college at that point.
Yeah.
Or like,
Yeah.
Yeah. And in the third one, he was graduated already. He's a grown man.
LeRon doesn't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know. Keep saying third one. There was no third Spider-Man.
The defense that I can give the high school for this part is that it actually progresses the story. So it's not just he gets beat up at school and
Right.
he gets picked.
Right.
It actually adds to the plot to a degree. So it's not just all for fluff or anything like that.
Yeah, I
There's
think
actually
you'll like
usage for that.
it.
Yeah.
I think you'll like it.
Yeah, I probably enjoy. I usually enjoy most of them.
Yeah, and plus we don't have to watch Uncle Ben die for the 500th time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
got rid of
so
that.
they skipped that
Yeah,
altogether.
he's already dead.
Yeah,
They
it's-
mention it though.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
know what?
they do
we
mention
didn't
it,
even
but-
get a flashback either.
No, I'm happy about that.
Yeah, that was good.
We don't need to see it again.
I wanted to see who was going to be Uncle Ben.
It's not an origin story,
cares?
right? He's already Spider-Man. We've established that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a post origin, like immediately post.
Right. Okay.
So, but they didn't mention how long he's been around. Just that he's.
Well, good.
gotten-
You know what? They mentioned he mentioned in what was that?
I don't know.
Civil War when Tony met him. He did mention that he had his powers for about 6 months.
Oh, did he?
Mhm.
Okay. So, they probably revisited that in Spider-Man too, because weren't there a couple scenes that kind of overlapped a bit
Spider-Man 2 or Spider-Man also?
as well. In addition.
Yeah, I don't recall.
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if
anyway.
anybody's out there listening to us, if they got any thoughts on which Spider-Man they like.
Which will probably be
The
asked
newer
about
ones or the
5 to
older
10
ones?
seconds after we're
Sure,
done. Because we got a delay.
that's
I
fine.
mean, that's
We'll
how
answer.
the internet works.
Everybody has a delay.
Yeah.
All right.
Even we delayed.
So what's next? Game of Thrones, or we're gonna go to another movie?
LeRon, you watch Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, just making sure, because some
Kinda
people think the
question.
books are better than the TV series.
They are.
the books are better than the.
They are.
That's this guy over here, man.
Okay, what'd you say? They are better.
Well, see, but the problem is the books aren't even done, so you can't even compare the two at this point, because the books are going to be very
The
different.
books
from the
are
last
still
season.
better than.
We'll see.
It's that guy.
Hopefully, we get wins a winner next year.
So all I got to say is, at least they aren't brother and sister.
Wow, that's no better.
I don't. I
Aunt
mean,
and uncle,
You want to sleep with
uh,
your
no,
aunt?
aunt,
Your
aunt
auntie?
and nephew.
aunt and uncle. Yeah, that would
Aunt
be
and
brother and
nephew.
sister still.
You wanna
Yeah,
sleep
If
with
they
your
were
aunt and uncle.
if they were aunt, that's impossible.
Unless it's by marriage, aunt and uncle by marriage.
yeah,
But
Whatever.
then,
You
but,
wanna sleep
but
with
they
your-
aren't. It's
aunt
the aunt and nephew.
Yeah.
That's gross, man.
But my question is, how old was her brother, Viseron or whatever his name is?
Viseron,
The brother.
Viserion?
No, the brother.
The one that was on the show.
The one that died, that had the
Both her brothers died.
she had two brothers.
Yes,
So which one was the one that sold her to Khal Drogo?
that was Viserion.
And that wasn't, okay, Rhaegal or whatever. his name-
Rhaegar.
Rhaegar, that's right.
Yeah.
He's the one that married
Luana.
Leona.
Lyanna.
Who?
Oh.
Moana.
Luana.
Moesha?
Luana.
She's got a beautiful singing voice.
Hey, Luana.
Her name wasn't Luana.
Yes, it is. Luana.
Okay, whatever.
That's
Moana?
That's how I
That's
say
a
it
different movie
when I
altogether.
read it in the book. That's how I say
Yeah,
the
that's
name.
how they say it.
Yeah, well, in the books, it's called Luana.
Hey, I listen to the books. That's what it is.
He doesn't even read the books. He listens to them on his audiobooks.
Anyway, so,
So, I mean, no. Besides the incest, what did you think about the story? The story this season.
I thought, now let's go to visual, because the story, I mean, the story is, I think, played second fiddle. This is the chair.
Oh, it's like
Played second fiddle to the visuals, to be honest. Because when you do see it, it's really impressive. There are some kind of CG that's a little wonky, especially when Daenerys is riding the dragon and stuff. at least for me anyway. But other than that, it's a lot more action. Felt less drawn out than past seasons, and it's obvious because they're winding down. Next season's the last season,
Yeah.
so they need to get the story kind of over with or there before the end of before it's over. The story, I don't know, it was interesting. It seemed a little rushed this season,
A lot. It was
So-
rushed.
I'm trying to get through a
That
lot.
was my complaint
but compared to what?
to past seasons.
Well, the past seasons you had what 15 episodes,
No, you had 10.
10. All right, so we had 7 this time.
So you had 3 less episodes, but
Right.
it still seemed rushed.
So that's 3 hours cut off. So, but they added about 10 minutes per episode, except for the last one, which was I think an additional half hour.
No, one of those episodes I believe was 5. Was like what, 50 minutes?
Yeah, it was short.
It wasn't
Okay.
10, yeah, it was short.
So, but for most other ones, they ran over.
A little bit. Yeah.
Okay, so let's figure 2.5 hours less than previous seasons.
And still, the story was rushed.
You kinda
And then the whole Arya Sansa arc was retarded. It was
There-
retarded.
but that was a quick arc. I think that was 2 episodes.
was-
Yeah, it was quick.
It was just
It
stupid.
was like she came home and then it was like over.
Yeah,
I think
well,
it lasted like
no.
3 episodes. and
That's
then-
like 3 episodes. That's like half of the season this season.
No.
It was 2 episodes, I think.
No, 3.
Well, 3 is still not half of 10, so.
Half of 7? Yeah. Because we didn't get 10 this
Oh,
season.
7.
Oh,
okay,
excuse me,
yeah.
sir.
It's still not
We
half.
didn't get 10. We didn't get 10.
It'd be 3.5.
Whatever.
That would be half of 7.
Well, if you count all the minutes, then
It wasn't a lot, yeah.
even half an episode.
But you gotta think
And then-
everybody is, all the stories are coming together because everybody's coming together.
Yeah.
When I go the Game of Thrones seasons past, we're all over the place. 'Cause we had people in Essos, people in Westeros.
Yeah.
Everybody's in Westeros now.
Yeah. Not everybody, but.
Who's
But it-
not in Westeros?
Okay, we're not even going to have that conversation. What conversation I do want to have is episode 6 on the block of ice.
Return of the Jedi?
No, the block of
Oh.
ice, and
Yeah.
the Night King gets off of his
Oh,
horse,
here we go.
grabs his javelin,
But would you say he got off his high horse?
whatever. So anyway, I want to paint the picture for you. There's a
Cool.
dragon like 20 yards away, right? I know I can hit this damn dragon because I'm looking at it. Like I'm looking at Groot. That's the dragon. I can hit this damn dragon. I decide to take my javelin.
That's less than 20 feet, though.
Whatever. Just whatever. So I decided to take, because this is line of sight, I can see this thing. I decided to take this javelin, like I'm going to throw here, and then I'm going to throw this way, all the way in the sky to kill another damn dragon. It didn't make any sense. There was some stupid stuff that they had, especially in that episode. And especially when Gendry turned into Flash, when he made it to the, when he made it to the wall.
Not Gordon.
Oh, not Flash Gordon?
No,
No.
I'm talking about Flash.
Like the Flash.
Like Barry Allen.
Barry Allen.
That was one of the things I wondered about was so leading up to this, they trekked out to get proof to form an alliance to fight the whites, the White Walkers. Have you seen any of the WIGHT?
He's like the whites.
The whites.
What kind of show is this?
Have you seen? You haven't seen any of the episodes?
No.
All right, so they're like frozen zombie things.
Okay.
All right, so they have to join forces because there's 2 kingdoms that are fighting each other. All right, and there's gonna say, don't beat me up for this. I'm just getting to the point here.
Such a delay. Sorry, go ahead.
So they had to join forces in order to fend off the supernatural enemy.
Okay.
All right. So they have to bring back proof to show one of the queens. All right. So they set out from this nearly impenetrable, gigantic ice wall that defends their area from, the wilds and stuff above.
Okay.
All right. So,
Go ahead. I'm not going to interrupt you. Go ahead. I'm just
okay.
pull up Sam Jackson's video so we can get this over real quick. So we can give him the crash course.
Stop.
To season 5.
So you see them set out, and they're trudging, and they're taking a really long time. The weather is horrible and all that other stuff. So they get caught by the supernatural thing, and they're having a really tough time with them. They send this one guy back to warn the rest to send help. and it seemed like it took him only a couple hours, whereas it seemed like days to get up to where they were.
I see.
And it's in like a frozen tundra.
Right. Like he made it back in no
Yeah,
time.
right.
Yeah, he made it.
So,
Well, they had spent all night. They did
did.
spend the night
They
there.
spent the night
and it was
there.
the next day.
Before she got there.
But but it seemed like it took them forever,
right,
like
right.
a couple of days to get where they were.
right.
He was running back though.
But still, it would. I mean, in that type of terrain and weather and stuff.
Hey man, Barry Allen can do it. He can do it.
But Barry Allen is not in Westeros,
We don't know that.
Apparently he was.
so
Apparently he was.
there was also an article which I did not read. I should have about the science behind the traveling of everything else. So it's like, how did Daenerys and her dragons get there so quick? If it was supposed to take days of travel over land and
How
stuff.
did the Ravens get there so quick?
Right.
To tell
That's-
her
That's part of all the.
Make a time warp, man. You know that?
the Ravens can.
Yeah.
It's not Rocky Horror Picture Show.
So what?
Do time warp again.
He didn't get that.
It's like
No, you
it's
don't
like
get that.
wormholes. They got wormholes. everywhere.
Wormholes. Yeah. Black hole, and they just go in and
There.
come out the other side. Could be. Could happen.
Well, that's the problem with that show is that
Stop looking.
is that kind of messes the thing up when you have that.
Yeah, I know.
Showing up where they're not supposed to be in a short amount of time. It just doesn't make sense. And I know it's a TV show and they gotta do.
Well, I mean,
it.
and that's a thing. It's like, the characters in that universe don't think there's magic, and it's like you as the audience kind of, I wouldn't say assume that there's magic, but it's like you're seeing all this weird stuff going on. It's like there's got to be some sort of mystical.
We don't think there's
aspect.
magic.
Who doesn't think there's magic?
We've seen magic.
What have we seen?
There's only a few people. that
We've
don't
seen
think
the
there's
dude
magic.
come back from the dead. We done seen Shadow Baby
yeah,
being
But
born.
that's not supposed. That's not that in as the audience and in that universe. That's not magic. That's divine intervention to the characters.
No,
that's
Yes.
magic.
That's Shadow Baby. That girl, that Melisandre
But
born.
she's saying that it was bore to her from the
King's
God of
blood.
Light or whatever.
No, from King's blood.
But it was given to her from the God of Light.
That's magic. That's
magic,
mysticism.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it.
But she's calling it divine power. As opposed
it's
to
still
mysticism.
magic.
To us, yes.
You have the Dothraki when Khal Drogo got jacked up
Right.
from the thing that Danny was trying to do.
Right.
When they told her not to take the Meiji in there, which meant magician, they knew that lady was a witch.
Right.
Don't take the Meiji in
Sure.
there. They kept, so there's people in the world that believe in magic. They know magic.
Oh, I'm not
exists.
saying it doesn't exist or nobody in the realm believes it, but the general thought, like you ask the everyday person,
I was trying to get comments on it. Fail.
you ask the person that's in like Flea Bottom or whatever, and you ask them, is there magic? And they're going to say yes because they're insane, or they're going to say no because they haven't seen anything.
You've seen a dragon, man.
Well,
How do you
they
not know?
still haven't seen a dragon.
Yes, they have.
They have not. It hasn't been to King's
I mean,
Landing
it's
yet.
a dragon,
It
though.
hasn't been-
No,
A dragon
wouldn't-
hasn't been to King's Landing?
not
It hasn't been to King's
not
Landing?
in their lifetime.
It
no.
has not been to King's Landing.
Not in their lifetime.
So
no.
they did not see a dragon at King's Landing this season.
no.
It's it is.
When?
When they
When-
went to that, when they had a dragon pit conference.
That's not in King's
yes,
Landing.
it is.
No, it isn't.
Right near the Sept Baylor. Yes, it is.
It is not within city limits.
It's in King's Landing.
It's in King's Landing.
It
We're not
didn't
having
seem
this
like
argument.
it.
We're not
It
having
is.
this argument. It's in King's Landing.
Yeah, it is.
Well, in
I
the
mean,
TV,
because Tyrion,
according to the book of the TV show,
Tyrion walked to the castle.
well, he could have given.
To the Red Keep.
no,
No, he
had
walked
a
from the Red-
caravan.
No,
No, he walked, and then he walked back. It's
But
in-
he would walk 5,000 miles.
Huh?
Song.
Yeah, I know. But that whole dragon pit, that was the whole point of it, because that's where
I thought that was like in a suburb of
no,
No, it's right near the Red Keep.
that's where that's how what's his Aegon the Conqueror.
Right.
That's where he kept his dragons.
Okay.
So when he conquered King's Landing,
All right.
his dragons were in the dragon pit.
Hey, man.
I don't think anybody really saw him though.
It's by
Saw-
the crib, man.
Besides,
I think
did
he
not
just
see
had a
that, man.
stroke.
yeah,
That's Drogon, man. As big as that dragon is, man, how did I see Drogon, man?
'cause he's in the air.
Quick
I mean,
bite on this so you don't bite your tongue off.
Okay, you know what? In season 3, was that season 3 or 4?
Yeah.
Bran has the vision.
Yeah.
He sees the dragon flying over King's Landing. I'm pretty sure that was that call to that day. That people saw that damn dragon flying at King's Landing.
I don't think so.
Whatever. We'll agree to disagree there, sir.
But not. I don't. How long ago was that?
How long ago? It just happened.
No. I'm not talking about the Daenerys. I'm talking about the Mad King.
The Mad King? I'm not talking about the Mad King.
The guy before him, then.
We
Talking about Aegon the Conqueror?
How long has it been since they've seen dragons?
That was a long time
it's been a
ago.
long
Right.
time.
That's what I'm
Thousands
saying.
of-
In that
thousands of
generation.
No, they haven't seen dragons since
What, like 300 years or something?
Oh, the
right?
last one was
the last one was who was that?
it was tiny. It was like the size of a chicken.
Was that during the Blackfire Rebellion? I think something like that.
It didn't even matter because they were so
Yeah, they
small.
were so small. They were like little kittens.
Yeah. Breathing fire.
Do the noise, Justin. Sound like a kitten. It's called a callback.
Is anybody out there
Before we were on.
podcast land to watch Game of Thrones want to chime in? Got anything to ask or say? I mean,
Well, we can't
Feel
tell.
I'm looking at comments. So
I guess
Feel
I could
free.
bring it up over here, but
I tried bringing it up on my phone. I couldn't
Yeah,
see
Mark.
him.
I'm just practicing.
I'm probably going to get some really obnoxious noise
Has anybody seen any of the theories and stuff that have been recently coming out? I watched this one
for
guy.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
watched this one guy on YouTube. He has some crazy theories. There's a lot of people on.
No, I try to avoid.
Well, no,
Brand
these aren't spoilers. These are like
just theories.
theories.
A lot of them have been
But it
true.
might be more educated
No,
than.
some of them wasn't. A lot of them wasn't, man. Like Brandy and the Night King. I mean, they had some pretty wild ones, man.
I'm talking about. No, I think that could be something. Man. He could be the Night King.
Yeah, it's kind of.
But I'm talking about the theories before, like the John and who his father was, and like those were theories too before they were all
Before they
confirmed.
all confirmed. Yeah, it was pretty good stuff out there, man. There's actually one it's one couple that goes on there, and they got like a whole big old series. It's like their shows are like, I was complaining about 3-hour long shows, man. Their shows are like 4 hours, man, and it's all about Westeros, the book stuff and the video stuff.
Yeah,
Crazy.
that's a little over my head.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, there's stuff out there.
Man.
I go down the rabbit hole sometimes. I just like that. I mean, I really wish you guys would read the books or listen to them. I mean, they are a lot better.
Grown man, dog.
Yeah, that's grown, man. Come on,
We
what you talking about?
read books.
I know, right? Words. Got time to read no books, man.
No, I really did. Have you read any of them, Matt?
No,
No, man. Them things are like dictionaries.
I just had an exam the other day that I was having a tough time passing.
That's what I meant when I'm a grown man. Because
Yeah.
we got
I
other
got work to do.
responsibilities.
I know, right?
Got kids.
Wow.
Clown around.
You do too. Instead of reading them books, you need to be
read a book.
you need to be doing your schoolwork.
Wow,
yeah.
this is turning into a
Yeah.
talk show.
Can't say nothing.
Yeah.
You are not the father.
Whatever. Anyway,
So other than Byron, not taking care of his kids because he's busy reading a book.
No, I didn't say we'll take care
Oh,
of
okay,
kids.
okay.
so
I thought you were implying.
No, I was talking
that-
about the homework. he's
Oh,
supposed to be
okay.
doing.
All right.
So
Oh, you're supposed to be
anyway,
doing homework.
I'm not paying any attention. Okay, so
Yeah.
next season, is anyone disappointed we're only going to get 6 shows?
Yes.
No.
Yes. I want 700. It's my favorite show, man. I don't
It's
want
my
it to
favorite
end,
show
man.
too.
They're talking about
No, it's
spin-offs.
But yeah, well,
You didn't even know Rhaegar's name. It's not your favorite show.
That is true.
I watch it
Yeah, I
every
can't say
night
it doesn't
that
matter.
it gets released. Now, do you know every character's name?
Yes.
Okay, spat them all off right now.
There's like 7,000.
You're not a
No
fan.
one- no one wants
You are
to-
not a fan. No, I don't want to hear it. You're not a fan.
I just said
You're
I
not a
knew
fan.
it.
Okay, go
I
ahead.
just said
say
I
it.
know him. No, I'm not.
7,000 or
I'm not gonna
6,000.
say I said 7.
Who's Podrick Payne?
What do you mean who's Padre?
Who's
I'm
Podrick?
asking you.
Oh.
Yeah.
He first came into indentured servitude to Tyrion.
Hey,
Got him.
Did you serve it?
Yeah, he was.
Oh, he wasn't a digit.
Oh yes, he was. He
He's
didn't
a
at
squire,
first. He
right?
didn't know. Right,
You're just a
servitude.
squire. You're just a squire, man.
You don't know what.
He didn't owe
Do you know?
anything.
Do you know what a squire does?
Yeah, fetch your stuff. He didn't owe him anything.
That's servitude.
Okay.
He's not getting a paycheck.
Yeah, he did get some pay.
Who is
So-
Dario
that's only 'cause it's-
Naharo?
Oh,
Daria, isn't that the swordsman trainer dude?
No.
I thought that was the dude that trained Arya.
No.
No.
That's Serial Pharrell.
Okay, I don't know that.
Yeah. He's not a fan. No, I'm just playing. He's the only guy that's in West Easter Essos.
where's the
right
House
now.
of Black and White?
I have no idea.
It's in Essos.
Don't they have one of those at the mall?
Yeah.
I know there are cookies. They get baked over
Where's Southros?
there. South Rose? It's
Yeah.
to the south.
It is.
Yeah,
See?
it is,
Because it's South Rose. West Rose is to the west.
yeah.
North Rose is to the north. East Rose to
There
the
is no North Rose.
There is a North Rose.
No, there's not.
Yes, there is. Go read the books.
See, you're no fan.
It's not.
Yes, there is.
No,
Yes, it is.
it's not.
Why do you think West Rose is in the west, huh?
What are you doing? You
looking
putting your
it
phone? No, okay.
Oh, no.
There are North Rose in the book Song of Ice and Fire.
Siri doesn't understand stammering.
Why do you go with a screwdriver?
For
In case somebody
for the
gets out of
rack.
hand.
No, for the rack.
Oh,
system.
all right. What did Siri say?
I didn't hear what she
She doesn't know what the book is. All right.
There's no, doesn't it show text? Siri doesn't, I thought it comes up with text.
It will.
It will, eventually.
Siri, can you
Anyway.
bring up a map
When they make it more like Google.
for the Song of Ice and Fire?
I don't think North Rose is on the map. South Rose isn't on the map either.
North Rose is supposed to be.
The song by Safari.
Thanks, Siri.
Siri, can you
You're
bring
doing
up a
great.
map
Hey,
of
can we
that?
move on, please? Come on, man.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
All right.
So-
we can argue this
so-
offline.
Wow,
Shut
this
up,
is
Siri.
Stupid.
So,
retarded.
so the spinoffs. We were talking about spinoffs. It's good to know, Siri. Thanks. So what spinoffs were they talking about?
I can
'Cause I
tell
didn't
you what
read
they,
any of
I can tell you what they're not going to do is Robert's Rebellion.
Okay.
I think they were talking about the one I heard that they were most interested in was what was it like the Blackfire Rebellion,
Okay.
Dance of Dragons.
So they're going to do flashback type thing.
No, it would like be a prequel. The House of Targaryen, like big Civil War.
Okay.
Yeah, they have to do something from the past. I don't think they can go forward anymore.
Why not? They already did.
How could you?
I mean,
I don't-
at least from the books, because
Yeah.
the books haven't been written yet.
I don't think they
They're not
could.
going to be. The books aren't going to be anything like the TV show. Though.
No. Well, that's what George R. R. Martin said.
Well, so it's going to have the same ending, but how they get there is going to be different.
I don't know if they would.
That's what he said.
As a book listener and a book reader, would you want to?
I'm not a book reader.
As book listeners, would you want to?
I'm not a book listener either.
Shut up, man.
As people that enjoy the universe of Westeros and all that, Game of Thrones, would you want to know the ending before the books came to them?
No.
Nah, man.
Joe, would you?
It doesn't bother me to know the ending. I
No.
always like seeing how the story plays out, regardless of
Yeah,
what
yeah,
what
that's true.
happens.
Well, that's one thing I can say. Everybody knows my case when I say this. When Harry Potter was pretty popular, and the books were coming out
I
before
like Harry Potter.
before the
Harry
movies
Potter.
came, and it was kind of awesome because the book was different, and then they adapted the movie
You know,
different.
the book was better.
The book was better. The books were better. I'm sorry, they were. You got more detail.
Okay, all right, move on about the books.
Whatever. It was just more.
I can imagine it in my head instead of actually seeing it with my eyes.
I'm not even sick, and you're making me cough.
I hate you, Lauren. Whatever, man. For all those people that like to read out here,
But
in the
didn't
world,
the books
Yeah, ain't
finish?
no wrong with
reading
that.
is fundamental.
Didn't the books finish before the movies finished?
Yes, they did.
Okay, so
You're talking about Harry Potter.
Yeah.
We're still talking about Harry
Yeah.
Potter.
Just
But now it's
briefly,
gonna-
some new ones coming out, I think.
Yeah, I think she does.
They're extended. I think they're the kids, aren't they? The kids of Harry Potter.
Oh, I don't
and,
know.
Oh, the last one that came out with the Cursed Child was like, what was that, a play? And I think that was a book. They wrote a book about it.
Well, and you had Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, which was
Oh, yeah.
about the compendium or whatever. It wasn't actually about. It wasn't a book. It
Yeah.
wasn't a story book. It was a reference book.
I fell asleep on that movie.
Fantastic Beasts.
It was pretty
Yeah.
cool. Man.
Yeah, I mean,
I did too, but when I woke up, it was good.
Yeah, it's like that. Yeah, that's what happened.
I enjoyed it, but it didn't hold my attention.
Yeah.
So
So he was doing something and
I
watching it.
watched it on HBO now, so it was like I had 2 monitors up, and I was watching it on this
It's
one,
on
and I do
HBO?
surfing on this one. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, it came out about a month ago on
Oh.
HBO now. Yeah, I don't know. I enjoy the Harry Potter universe, but I wouldn't go nuts. You know, I wouldn't fanboy or girl over it
Yeah,
personally.
about like the next one coming out, whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't even watch the last one, like the last Harry Potter.
the part 2.
I was just done,
yeah.
man. Like I watched all the other ones, and then the last movie, the first part, I watched like half of it, and then I was like, I'm done. I don't even care how this thing ends anymore.
Right.
There was so many of them.
Yeah, it comes on Freeform like every weekend.
There's what, eight total, right? Because the last 2 were part 1 and part 2. Yeah.
And like, when is the last time you watched 8 parts of a movie, like an 8-series movie? Well, not series, but an 8-part movie.
Star Wars. It's about to be 8.
It was not 8. Nah, it's about to be 8.
About to
Look
be
how look at the break in between those.
Well, it's a big break.
Yeah,
It's a little more tolerable.
maybe
Really?
Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings was, how many was that?
6.
That was 6.
No.
Yeah. It was
Well,
6.
if you don't include the Hobbit,
Oh, don't include
it was
that.
only 3.
It was only 3.
Well, the Hobbit. I
No,
would say the
Return-
Hobbit is part
Wasn't
of
the
it.
Return of the King 2 movies? Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't
Maybe
remember.
I don't
Maybe
know.
it was. Maybe just 3. I'm sorry.
I think
Yeah,
you
I
gotta
think it was
include the
only
Hobbit, though. I mean, that's.
But even then, I think that's still only 6. Because I think there were only 3 Hobbit
There's 3
movies.
Hobbit movies. Yeah.
Right, that should have been only 1, according to a lot of people.
It would have been a very long movie.
Well, and that was the reasoning to split that into 2, and then they turned it into 3, and they're like, why, what? Because the 2 Towers wasn't, I think was, in the books, was only like a chapter long.
Well,
So,
I guess anything that's part whatever.
oh yeah, money.
Part 1, part 2, part 3,
Peter Jackson won that
part
movie.
8. Maybe Jason. Can watch all the
Jason.
Jason movies.
What, there's 15 of them or something?
I just think there's like 10.
No,
think
there's
it's
more than
10.
that.
All right.
Uh-uh.
We're getting off subject there.
What? Sequel?
Talking about movies
What's
and
subject?
sequels.
Just movies, in general.
All right, what do you want to talk about, man?
Yeah, apparently you're
What you
itching.
got? What you got over there? Nothing.
How about Mr. Nothing? I got nothing.
He got nothing.
I got The Offenders. That came out on Marvel.
Wait, the who?
I mean, Netflix.
Offenders.
The who? The who?
The Defenders.
He
Okay.
said the offenders.
He did say the
He did,
offenders.
absolutely.
Yeah, they
Yeah, we-
offended us with their garbage performance.
So what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I don't know.
Just
You were
said it
so
was
eager to
garbage.
talk about it. Why don't you start us off there, Mr. Offender?
Okay.
Greatest offender of them all.
Netflix,
Yeah.
once again, gave us a halfway decent show. Halfway decent. I like the music. And
Ringing endorsement. Soundtrack was good.
I like the music. I would say that they spent too much time for people who hadn't watched any of the other series trying to catch everybody up. I didn't like that.
It was slow, man.
It
the
was,
first
'cause they
the
spent-
first 4
it was a slow- they
episodes,
spent
I
the
fell
first-
asleep.
I agree.
They
Like-
spent the first 4 on everybody, on separate characters, trying to, hey, you didn't watch Daredevil, this is who Daredevil is. This is the people that know Daredevil. This is the people that interact with him. Here's Luke Cage. He finally got his coffee. Okay, what else is going on? Then you got, what's the name?
Cage,
Jessica
Fine Guys
Jones.
Coffee?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, you didn't know about the coffee, the Cuban coffee thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, whatever. You didn't watch Luke Cage?
Yeah, I did.
So at the end, he tells the cop, he was like, hey, man, we can stop and get you some coffee. He was like, I don't want that type of coffee. I was set
I
up
don't
to get some
remember that.
Cuban coffee.
Okay.
Well,
I don't remember.
it wasn't coffee he was talking about.
He's talking about coffee. He's talking about relations.
Yeah.
That's what he's talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Anyway.
Yeah.
No, I made the leap. I just didn't understand like I understood the meaning of the reference, but not the reference.
Yeah.
I knew what you meant.
Okay. So you're on board. Thank you.
Yeah.
No, I get what you're getting at. Also, I don't remember that conversation as all.
Oh, that's fine. I mean, we're not going to digress on that. Let's just move
Well, you already did. We're done now.
We'll move forward. So, you had all these characters. They were doing whatever they were doing when their series was over, and they just spent too much time trying to catch everybody up on who they were, what they were doing, what was going on with them before they even got to the team up.
Right.
You know, it was kind of cool that they all ended up being at the same place at the same time.
Like everything that we're working on,
Yeah,
it was
everything
all
just led to them.
like
going to
at
that
the
building.
end.
That was
Yeah,
kind of cool.
I thought it was about to get exciting at that
Yeah.
part, and then it just kind of didn't really get too exciting. It was okay. It was okay.
Yeah.
That's about it, though.
I
Just okay.
I think they could have done like maybe a 2-hour movie, and that would have been good enough.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Because it seemed like there was a lot of, as you mentioned, there's a lot of exposition that you just really didn't need.
Yeah.
There were a lot of nice quips, and the dialogue was really good. I enjoyed it. It was funny. It was Marvel. But yeah, there was a lot of just like fluff in there.
And the fight choreography was not. It was
Yeah,
very
no.
lackluster.
It seems like ever since
Yeah.
Daredevil, it just kind of,
It's gone down. Well,
Yeah.
because of Luke Cage and Jessica Jones don't really fight.
they're not martial artists.
Yeah.
They're
It's-
brawlers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they don't like to punch people because they can kill people with
Right.
punches. So
Sure.
they just kind of look weird and awkward while Daredevil's doing like a triple flip kick. And yeah, even Iron Fist is, his moves are.
He's gotten better. He was horrible at first.
He's still horrible, man.
He's gotten better.
Nah, he ain't got better.
Yes, he has, man.
Nah, he ain't.
You mean the stunt double's gotten better?
He hasn't gotten better.
Well, it's just got
terrible.
the one guy, man.
It's the worst Iron Fist. Everybody keeps saying.
He is. I mean, even the people on the movie, on the TV show, like, you're the worst. So it just kind of works right into that. He is.
My question is, has there been other, TV Iron Fist?
Oh
No.
no.
Okay, so how could he be how could he be the worst?
Well, I mean, in that universe, there's
Oh.
been other Iron Fists.
There's been other Iron
Oh,
Fist.
you,
We
you
haven't
mean
seen it.
character-wise? You don't mean
Yeah.
like acting and
Oh yeah, yeah. No,
Oh,
no.
okay.
There's only been one Iron Fist.
right?
That would be
was gonna
a
say,
terrible movie.
I can see him as a supporting character. But
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a movie by itself.
By him by himself, yeah.
Like Heroes for Hire, I could see that, but him just by itself.
he
Yeah,
dropped
his-
something.
Yeah, I know.
You know, his whole story just seems like even Marvel was poking fun at it when Luke Cage is talking to him after they have him all chained up, and he's just like, "Yeah, tell me the story again about how you got your power," and he starts talking about the dragons. Like, dude,
I don't care.
I don't care.
Okay.
It's not believable.
That's why I like the
That's
dialogue.
the thing. It's just not believable.
Is it really not that believable?
No,
I
it's
mean,
not
you got aliens flying through the sky.
True.
You got the Hulk, and then a dragon.
That's why I draw the line.
Yeah, like
That's where they draw the
I
line.
can't stand that, man. Like they're just
Mysticism, man.
come on, man.
We haven't really seen mysticism on that TV show.
Wait a second.
We haven't seen mysticism on that TV show yet.
Who said that's mysticism?
That
Punching a
is.
dragon?
Well, I mean, it's like magic, right? His power is like magic.
No.
No, he focuses his chi.
Yeah. That's not magic.
It is magic.
That's not magic. What
That's
Doctor Strange
inner
does with his hands and stuff be appearing, that's magic.
Whatever, it's magic. It's mysticism.
Mrs. Sisson.
In the spirit.
glowing hand.
Spirituality, man. It's inner spirit. Right? Your chi, right?
Whatever, man.
Right.
Focusing your soul.
I got some questions though.
Energy.
I thought they were in Kung Lung.
Who?
Yeah, that was funny.
No, it wasn't there.
Yeah.
Huh?
Remember when he went at the end? It wasn't there.
Yeah. They were just
Yeah,
had
it
some
was
dragon
gone.
bones.
Huh?
They were just had some dragon bones.
No. He's talking about right in the beginning, right?
No, I'm talking about at the end.
Oh, okay.
When they broke through the little
Yeah, that
barrier
wasn't
or
Kung
whatever.
Lao. That was just that was a dragon that that was locked away by
Oh,
a previous
okay.
Iron Fist.
Okay.
Apparently
Yeah.
holding up New York City.
Because in the beginning they were looking for Kung Lao,
Yeah, it wasn't there.
and it wasn't there.
Yeah.
All the people, except for her, they want to go back home.
For who?
Sigourney Weaver's character.
Oh,
They didn't really care about
The middle
living
finger
forever.
of the hand.
They didn't care about living. They wanted to go back home.
right.
That was so weird.
Well,
how
they cared about living until they could get back home.
Yeah, they just wanted to
Yeah,
get back home though.
You said she didn't?
No, she wanted to keep living. She was worried about living forever. They were like, "Hey, we just want to live long enough to get back to Kung Lung." They kept saying, "We want to get back there. We want to go home."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Look, I need the substance. I'm trying to get the substance. I'm trying to live long."
So what was the substance? Just ground up dragon bones?
It
Pretty
was
much,
like
yeah.
something they used, something they concocted with the dragon
Yeah.
bones.
Yeah.
It wasn't that goo that was kind of on the ground?
No, because you remember the flashbacks of when they brought Katana back? That was the stuff they used.
Katana.
So that
Right.
red.
Mortal Kombat.
Electra.
Yeah, but it was a goo though.
Yeah,
But then
yeah,
when
but
they were down
it
there,
was-
they were cutting up the bone.
Yeah, no, it's
She
you know
does look like
alchemy.
Katana.
You know, they broke it up and
Yeah.
put it into whatever that concoction
Melina.
gooey stuff is. Get over here.
Yeah, I was confused because I thought they were in Kunlun, but now y'all saying they're not. Okay.
No, they were still under New York City.
I was kind of, in and
Yeah.
out. I wasn't
So
really watching.
speaking of which,
Wow.
speaking of which, I request an apology.
For
Uh-oh.
what?
Remember when we were talking about the big hole in the ground?
That was the hole. That's the building was where the hole was at.
That's what I was arguing.
No, we were arguing the same thing.
We're gonna have to go back and watch.
Did I not say
I
that?
don't know.
Dude, I said that. We need to go back and watch that.
You were saying it was a different building.
No, I didn't. I said that's where the building was. You were saying it was a different place. You might want to go back and watch the tape and give me an apology there, sir. Okay? Monday morning quarterback.
I think someone's still sick.
Yeah.
I think someone's still sick.
No, I told you. I was like, hey, that big hole, that's where the building was. That's what
When
I
they
said.
were fighting and they saw it and it was still under construction.
Yes.
That was my argument. No, you were wrong. You were arguing it was a
Oh,
different
we got
building.
that screwdriver.
Okay, man. We're sorry. So we
I have the holy
what episode?
screwdriver here.
What
Check your
episode
neck.
was this that we talked about this
What do you mean? What episode was this?
on the video? We need to go back and play this one.
I think it was the
had
one
to be
prior
the
to
last
this
time,
one,
yeah, it
or
had to
the
be.
one. Yeah, I think it was.
Well,
the one
if
before
you're
this one.
right, sir, I will give you an apology next
All right.
time on it.
Okay.
I know you're wrong.
He's gonna forget. He's gonna see trails on the way home because
You trying to look it up now?
ODing on. No, because we're not gonna do podcast episode Inception here. It's not happening.
I know what I said.
Oh, are you sure? Because apparently you're wrong.
No, I wasn't wrong. I wasn't wrong. You were. Man, you got some selective memory, man.
I don't know. I don't know.
I specifically talked about that big hall. I was like, hey, that's where the building was. I said, because the elevator was going all the way down. I specifically said that. You were like, oh, no, that's not the same building. But nobody remembers that except for me.
Yeah, you're the only one that.
Whatever.
Remembers that.
We're going to get this taken care of tonight.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
No, we're. You realize it's
Check
20 to 11 right now.
Yeah, I'm going to watch this when I go home.
Okay.
Then I'm going to text you. Then
Okay. You can.
I'm going to make a video apology if I'm wrong on the page.
That's funny.
I'll publish it. I'll publish your apology.
Thank you.
All right.
So anything else cool? Anyone else watched? Or
It feels like there were a lot of shows, like The Tick.
Yeah,
From
I watched
Amazon.
that. I watched that.
Because I
It
remember.
was okay.
Yeah. It was.
I don't know why that exists.
It was as okay as the tick could be.
Yeah, it's like,
well-
why is this a thing?
I didn't like the TV show when it came on Fox. So
I did.
yeah.
I did.
I liked
liked
the
it.
animated series.
Man,
I did too, but
I didn't.
I don't know.
Those are my
It's just weird. Like,
Well, I mean that's the
Live
point.
action.
It was supposed to be weird. It
Those
was
are my cup of tea.
The
Man.
guy playing Tick seems odd. Like he
Yeah.
doesn't really belong being
Yeah.
Tick. He
He's-
seems a little old, maybe. I don't know what it is, but it just doesn't seem
too
like
proper?
he belongs there. Yeah.
like because Warburton played it on the Fox live action. I forgot his first name, but he was Patrick Warburton. Yeah, he was Seinfeld.
God.
and
it's Joe talks like this.
Yeah.
the Enterprise
Kinda.
commercials.
No,
and all
it's
I
that.
can't remember his voice.
Was it Avis or Hertz?
No, it was
It's
Enterprise.
Hertz.
Oh, here we go. Now next week or next
No,
show, he's gonna be
this
like,
one-
"No,
this
I
one we're
said
gonna-
Enterprise."
This one we're gonna take. We're gonna
Are we serious
right now.
Oh. So Justin, what about the show? Wow, these guys are Google warring each other, I guess.
You talking about Tick?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was all right.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know much about Tick, but it passed the time when I went home at lunch, right? It was entertaining. That's all that really matters. The guy did seem a little awkward, like he didn't belong as
Yeah.
that character. But other than that, it was fine.
I don't get any signal.
I might you could sign on to my Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
I might check it out. I'm working on The Wire right now.
Yeah, I started.
Oh,
on
The
that.
Wire's
I
fantastic.
started on that. I'm
Yeah.
on the first season right
Oh,
Yeah.
it just just keeps going.
Didn't you
It
say one
does,
season
man.
wasn't any good? Didn't
Huh?
you say there was
Second
one
season.
second season?
Yeah,
So
second
just
I
season.
like
skip
that
one.
all personally.
I didn't like.
So just skip that one. Is it?
No,
the
no,
same
it's
people?
good. It's just it kind of slows down because it takes you completely away from the drug dealer story, really,
What's the
and
actor's
then
name?
it comes back to
Patrick
it again
Warburton.
the third season,
Patrick Warburton.
and then it just picks up after that.
Just type in Enterprise
I'm on
spokesperson.
season 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
it's a
it's,
fantastic series. It was ahead of its time. I mean, it's still got some nominations and stuff, but
Mhm.
I mean, if
We're both wrong.
what who was it?
National Car Rental.
National. Okay, I think I got
Ooh,
the
yeah.
colors
So
right.
apologize for me. I apologize for you.
All right. Can we?
We're
not-
both sorry. Not sorry.
Stop.
Sorry.
See, sorry.
I think I was. When
Sorry,
the
sorry.
Wire came out, I think I was in Iraq,
When did it come out?
or I was somewhere.
'90s in it?
No,
Early
it's not
2000.
that-
I
it's
think it
not
was
that
early
old.
2000s then.
Yeah, because Michael Clark Duncan, Michael B. Jordan is in it.
Right.
He's a little kid, so it's not that
Oh,
long
okay.
ago.
And
I don't
most
know.
of those actors have gone on to be, do big things and stuff.
2008.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't in Iraq. I don't know where I was. I just missed it.
Oh, wait a minute.
A lot of people
Sorry,
missed
I'm wrong. That was season 5.
Oh, okay.
So then, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So early
Right around.
2000s then.
2002.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah,
2002? Okay.
But I mean, a lot of people missed it. Even, stateside people missed it.
No, I watched it.
I didn't watch it. I didn't know anything
I
about
watched it season 1.
Yeah. So you were cool before it was cool?
I'll be honest. I caught it. I think we had an office in Baltimore. I was staying there overnight.
Mm.
We had free HBO, so I watched it.
Mm.
And then I was like, "What is this?" And then I started watching it. I think it was like episode 3 or something. And I finally got onto it. So I wasn't in the beginning. I'm not gonna lie and say.
I don't know
So
who in that show was who was famous then?
Nobody was famous. Maybe Idris Elba. Maybe.
No,
I don't even think he was.
No, in England he was.
Not over here at all. We didn't even know
I
who he
didn't
was.
say you were.
I would say the guy that played
Maybe Ed Wood.
yeah, Wood. He was the
Yeah.
closest thing, yeah.
Yeah, probably.
He had been in a couple movies.
Yeah.
Ed Wood was probably the only one that we knew.
And I think it
What
was
about the
also-
one guy that sounds like Cleveland? The senator.
He's been in a lot of movies.
I don't even know his
He
name.
does sound like Cleveland, though. doesn't
He was actually in a lot of like '80s, late '80s and early '90s
Clay
movies.
Davis.
Yeah.
He did play Clay Davis.
Clay Davis.
Got my favorite
Yeah,
line.
the one that smiles like stupidly. You're like,
He sounds like Cleveland to me. It's just when he started talking, I was like, it sounds like Cleveland.
Oh, then the guy that was the mayor for Baltimore,
Yeah.
he was on a different one.
Major
I didn't
Gaines.
watch that.
Major Gaines.
I might have to rewatch The Wire because it's been years since I watched it.
Yeah.
It's good. Else, like I said, the second season was kind of slow,
Mm.
but it wasn't that bad. It wasn't like, oh man, all right, I can get through this. It was just slower than the first season, but then towards the end of the season, it starts picking up, and you're like, okay,
Yeah, I kind of liked it because they just gave you different aspects of Baltimore City. You know, you went to the docks, found out the type of people that were there, and then how they kind of worked around in Baltimore. Then you went to the schools. You saw the school situation with the
Right.
kids there, and you saw the drug dealers. and all
that's
that stuff with
crazy.
the
Man.
cops and stuff.
Schools.
Then it just all
That's crazy.
still intermingled and came back, to the beginning, and it was like, wow, it was kind of crazy.
Mm.
It was a good show, man. I loved it, man. Hated to see it go actually. Didn't think anything was gonna be that good.
Well, but that's the thing when people like discovered it, it already started going
already,
off the
yeah.
air.
yeah,
It's like, what are they gonna do? Well, let's bring it back.
No,
you can't, man.
Yeah.
that would be such a disservice to the
Yeah.
show at this point.
And you got The Sopranos, which
Everybody
was
would be
awesome.
old.
I haven't watched The Sopranos. I still haven't watched it.
Well, you're missing out.
Oh my
It's a
God.
good show.
All right,
You got no excuse.
living in northern Jersey during that time.
Come on, man.
No, come on.
Come on, man.
I used to, on the way to work, I used to drive by Bada Bing's all the time. It was the club's name was actually Satin Dolls. It was on Teaneck Route 4.
Okay.
So I just
I
had
know
no
it.
desire. I just had no desire to see the show. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen a couple episodes and I was like, all right. But I think the thing that annoys me now that I'm no longer in the state and people talk to me and like that, and it's like, oh, you're from New Jersey? How come you don't have the accent? Because nobody in New Jersey speaks like that except for 2 towns.
What are you talking about? They all talk like that. That's terrible.
That was terrible.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Even for the terrible wrong accent, that was terrible.
That was terrible. Yeah.
But
Sorry,
I mean, it
apologize.
annoys me because people assume that people from Jersey talk like people from New York, and it's not the case.
Mm.
I mean, even people from New York don't talk like people from New York.
It was a good show, man. You should watch it.
I mean, the episodes that I saw was kind of interesting, but you know, I'm kind of past it now because I know it's just like Borat or any other movie that's like, you know, let's say your group of friends watched and they keep saying like lines over and over again, and they talk about, oh, this was the funny part, and they relive the part. And it's like, I don't need to see the movie now. For me, you know, it's like it's killed it. I
Nah.
don't need to-
No, not Sopranos.
When you see the original delivery of
Yeah.
whatever line it is or
Yeah.
whatever thing, that's
Maybe I'll
always
give it a
much better.
shot.
Yeah, man, there's some
It's what, eight seasons?
pretty shocking moments, man.
Okay.
There's no way you can have that all
Yeah.
wrapped up with people talking about it.
Yeah, it's
8
impossible.
seasons.
When did it come out? Oh,
I know it came out in either late night, because I watched season 2 in Afghanistan. That was like 2002. So
Okay, so it's been out for a
Been
little
out
bit,
long.
right?
Huh? Yeah.
So I mean, you know, it's been almost 15 years. 15, 16 years,
Probably so.
17 years.
Uh,
It was 2000. Let's say late 1999, even then.
probably somewhere around in there, because
Yeah,
I
so-
purchased the box set before we left.
Okay. So, you know, it's like I already know what happens at the end.
1999. Yeah.
how do you know what happens at the end? Nothing happens.
Right. No, that's what happens. Nothing.
Well, I mean, there's people die.
Right. And he's in this diner,
Yeah.
and you know, it's like, and how many people are disappointed? It's like hearing the end of Lost. It's like, oh, that's
Yeah.
But that's different.
that's what it.
But we're
How?
supposed-
Yeah,
you're supposed to.
because that was a big twist. Like, there really was no twist to this. What?
No, there was like left to your imagination. There was actually some stuff going
We're
on.
talking about, we were talking about Lost.
We're talking about Lost. We're talking about Sopranos now. So there was some stuff that was going on. He just said. there was
I
something
get
going on
what
there.
you're saying. Go ahead, Bart. You got it?
There was things going on in the restaurant as he was sitting down. There was characters moving, things going on right at the end. We don't know what happened. We just got black. We don't know. We just kind of left to your imagination. You can kind of think that he got killed, or one of his kids got killed, or they got away. We don't know. It was just like black, and that's it. So there were some things going on. You saw some shady characters looking at them, and go back and watch it, man. I'm not debating this with you.
I was talking about other characters that died in that episode. There were quite a few people that got killed.
Yes.
People from season 1.
Yeah.
I'm riveted.
It's a good show, man.
It was a good show.
Maybe I'll.
I like the old guy, the uncle. Wasn't he an uncle? The
Yeah,
old guy?
Uncle Junior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uncle Junior, yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Gotcha. What was that guy's name he was always talking about? Yeah.
Oh, another fun fact about Bada Banks. Wasn't topless or anything. It was a go-go bar
Okay.
because they served alcohol. In New Jersey, you can't be topless or naked with alcohol.
Well, that's a great little.
It's a little
fact
fun
there.
fact.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's a factoid.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
So you don't think they can have BYOB either?
They had a bar, from what I understand.
They did.
Yeah, they
But
did.
I thought Jersey.
Yeah. Okay. So
Jersey.
anyway,
I thought Jersey had BYOB. Just like
They,
PA.
they do.
Yeah.
You could, but if
So you can have that. You just
but
have
they're not
BYOB.
serving it then.
right on.
Yes.
They serve
So,
soda.
along those lines, are there any shows or movies or anything that had been out a while that hadn't been, let's say, critically acclaimed? You know, that you wish people saw.
Yeah.
What?
The Leftovers. We was talking about that last. I just like the show. No
that
one
show.
else watched
Oh,
it. Yeah. No one else watched it. I hate that, man. When you're watching a show like, man, this is good. You try to tell everybody, and everybody's like,
Yeah.
I have nobody to talk to about this show.
Yeah, that's all on you, bro.
Whatever.
Wow.
Strain.
Really?
Yeah.
Strange wrapping up.
Yeah, I saw the first 2 seasons, and then it kind of just dropped
They
out.
killed off like 2 key players. So
Yeah.
I was kind of
Really big character.
shocked, and I was like, oh yeah, this thing's wrapping up. They killing
Well,
him
I think-
off
I
and
think-
him. Yeah.
Their ratings started to drop, didn't it? Or was it
This is
just
the last. This is the last season.
4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they show it so late though. I think that's what's
Yeah,
the problem
it's
with
a
the
10
ratings.
o'clock
It's like
spot.
10 o'clock.
It could be just like me. I saw up to the end of season 2, and they went into hiatus or whatever for the next season,
I think
and I just didn't care about watching it.
it's
again.
almost like it's
Season 2 seemed to drag on for me.
yeah, but it's almost like it's not an apocalypse show.
No.
But just getting to it now, it might as well be
Mhm.
because they pretty much won the Strigoi.
No.
So it's almost like you don't really want to see that. You just want to see it up to them trying to survive. Where now it's like they've won. So, and there's like,
So it's like watching The Walking Dead with vampires.
I don't get that, man. Walking Dead just goes on. It just repeats itself, but I can't stop watching it.
I can and did.
Yeah,
I'm
it's the same thing
I'm
over.
sucked in, man. They got me.
I know.
I think total I've watched 3 seasons, and that was
Yeah.
because I would go halfway through the season and go, I can't do it. I'll wait till next year. Try it again. No,
Same thing, just different characters.
like running a marathon and just grabbing your side going, stitches.
It's like I know they're gonna bring in characters just to kill them, like in the main core. That rarely changes now, but I don't know. I'm gonna still watch it. I'm gonna watch Fear the Walking Dead, even though that's horrible.
I can't watch that. That show's terrible. I don't know if it's the actors or just that I'm tired of that story, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna watch one of these stories.
It's the same thing as The Walking Dead. Like the whole thing was supposed to be, oh, we're gonna show you
What happened before?
what happened.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Like how did it get from? Because all we saw is Rick in a coma, and then when he wakes up, it's like apocalypse.
Everything was.
So this was supposed to show us what happened in between, how it got bad that quick, and
I just don't care about that universe.
yeah.
I wish it happened sooner and all the zombies took over. I'd rather watch a sitcom about zombies.
No,
Yes.
you can watch iZombies, and that's basically what that is.
I did. I liked the series.
It's okay.
Yeah,
I lost interest pretty quick. In
Yeah.
it.
I just like the original take from, the zombie aspect where they're not completely mindless fumbling around. So,
those aren't zombies. So I don't know what that is.
you don't know what iZombie is?
No, I'm saying those aren't zombies. I can turn it off and turn it
They're
on.
undead.
Yeah, that's not a zombie, I guess. It's something
It's
else.
well,
Well,
if they
vampires
don't,
are undead.
right. And they talk and walk around and
Yeah.
interact.
That's what I'm saying. Those are something else. They're not zombies.
Right.
Blah blah blah.
But if they don't eat brains or anything for an extended period of time, then they turn into mindless killing things.
Yeah.
And they become.
They have super strength. And
I thought it was entertaining. They had some interesting clips and stuff, and pop culture references and like that.
Yeah, it just seemed too campy to me.
yeah, it did get
I
old pretty
like
quick. It's on
Campy.
CW, man. So
Yeah.
everything on CW is
What about Ash and the Evil Dead?
everything on CW.
Watch yourself. I
What?
like Flash. Anyway,
You talking about?
Those seasons are coming out next month, right?
yeah.
October or
You
September?
talking about
October, late
repeat,
October?
rinse and repeat.
Yeah. Well, that was one of the main
Speedster.
complaints.
They
from a
they
lot
will
of
not
people.
be a speedster
Dead.
this season.
Speedster, dead. Speedster.
A different speedster from a different universe.
Oh, wait, it's Barry from the future. From the future? What? Whatever, man. I was like, I'm done, man.
So what were you saying about Ash versus the Evil Dead?
That's a campy show. I love that
I
one.
like that show, but I like Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Is that coming back?
Yeah.
That's funny how that the whole thing evolved. It was like just a terrible movie, and then they just changed it to a comedy. Because the first one was like,
Oh yeah.
trying to be serious.
Oh yeah.
And then it was like, this isn't working.
I just found it interesting they called it a sequel, even though it was pretty much the same exact movie, just acted differently. So you've heard
I've only seen the one movie.
Evil Dead?
Yeah.
There was
Which
no Evil
one?
Dead too.
Are you recent?
No.
The recent version? Oh, okay. So they have
Like from the 80s. I
okay,
think.
yeah. So they have Evil Dead, which is the one you saw. They tried to be a serious horror movie. Then they released Evil Dead 2, pretty much the same thing, almost shot for shot. Dialogue was different and a little more aware that it wasn't as serious. So
I saw a little bit of the show. I would watch the show.
yeah,
I forget where I saw it at, though. Where does it
it's
come
on
on?
Stars, I think.
Yeah, some stars.
I don't remember where I watched
So
it.
you may have watched it via streaming. So, but then you have Army of Darkness, which I actually saw in the theaters when it came out.
No.
I think
And
I've seen that too.
where he's in like medieval land,
Yeah.
and he has to get the Necronomicon and all that.
Got the boomstick.
Yeah.
Shop smart. Shop smart. So it's such a quotable movie. Army of Darkness. You know,
Sure.
give me some sugar, baby. You know,
It's the 80s,
Meek
man.
too, Rata.
It's like 90% of the movies in the 80s.
Oh yeah,
Very quotable.
all taglines.
I'll be back. Yeah.
I'll
Get to the
break you.
chopper.
That was on the other day.
Get
too.
down.
That was
Yeah.
on Spike TV, man. That was pretty
I'll
awesome.
break you.
What movie is that?
Predator.
Get to the choppers.
I should have known that.
Yeah. And then there was probably Commando in there as well. Everything. But yeah, the TV series continues where Army of Darkness left off. So, and it's like, you know, when he goes back to S-Mart, he's still working at S-Mart, like 30 years later, 40 years later. So, and he has more physical problems because he's older. So he needs to get a hip replacement and stuff.
90%. I need to go on your Wi-Fi.
I like that guy. He's a funny actor.
Yeah, Bruce Campbell. Yeah, oh, he's great. Have you
He
seen Bubba Hotep?
No.
It's just as campy.
Yeah.
He plays a.
Bubba Hotep.
Have you seen it?
Nah,
No.
I ain't even heard of
Fire?
that.
No. All right. It's about a guy who, and you don't know. So he it could be in the movie that he is Elvis, or a guy who thinks he's Elvis, or a retired Elvis impersonator. You don't know. All you know is the character is very Elvis-like in a retirement home. And there's a, are we boring you? Am I boring you?
He's trying to get on Wi-Fi.
Why don't you give him the password?
He's doing.
Oh, you don't want to
We'll broadcast it
to the world?
Yeah.
So there's a cursed piece of luggage or something in the basement of this retirement community. And there's a mummy is in there and he's killing, you know, residents of the retirement community. So this Elvis impersonator guy, you know, is fighting against, you know, trying to figure out what's going on and fight against this mummy. And he's got a, you know, elderly sidekick who's wheelchair bound and stuff. It's really, it's
And what's it called again?
Bubba Hotep.
Okay.
That's
It's on right now.
Right.
You can get it, you can find it. I mean, it's been out for quite a while. It's a movie. So it's,
Oh, it's a movie.
yeah, it's a movie.
Oh, okay.
So,
thought it was a
you know,
series.
no, it's like a 90-minute movie, something like
Oh,
that.
okay.
Starring Bruce Campbell. And he loves Elvis.
Why is this
In
over
lo-
there by
in-
me, man?
yeah.
Because you touched my phone, I thought maybe you wanted to not get germs. Dang. Does that require you to interrupt? Sorry, Pat.
That's fine.
Excuse me.
I'll wait.
My bad.
So, but you know, he was also in Xena, Warrior Princess, and like that. No, nothing.
90s.
Yeah,
It's a 90s
I mean,
show.
I've seen it, but
yeah.
Hercules.
Hercules, yeah. Anyway,
This dude's on Facebook over there, but I'm just scrolling.
I mean,
Scrolling on Facebook.
at least he's not looking at himself on the TV over here.
He's like,
I gotta make sure my hair sticks.
if you were,
oh no, he's talking about your hair, dude.
I don't have any.
Burn. I saw Annabelle. Did anybody see Annabelle?
No.
Why you say it like that, man? Yeah, you don't know what Annabelle is?
No.
The doll, and she's like
Oh, the
possessed.
horror movie? No.
Yeah.
is it any good?
Yeah, I mean, I like horror movies, so I thought this one was pretty good. But there's been some bad ones, but I like this one. There's a lot of jump scares. I like jump scares.
A lot of the horror movies today just they don't do it for me.
Yeah, they're not horror movies.
Yeah,
What are they?
they're just
I don't-
cheap,
I don't know what they are.
cheap
Just some horror
visual
movies.
effects and stuff. You know,
Like,
just the jump scare thing just seems like the cliche at this point.
Yeah, but if it's well timed,
Very well timed,
unexpected.
yeah.
Sure, it could scare you, but it was like,
Were you really scared? You just got
Yeah, no,
startled?
you got
No, you're
startled.
scared. You're like,
Yeah.
okay, what's about to happen? What's about to happen? Like when she's sitting there, like she's looking in the hallway and it's pitch black.
But you know what's
And
coming
you can't
though.
see. It doesn't always come. Sometimes it could be something subtle. Sometimes you could just like see some eyes like pop open or something. But there was a lot of like creepy stuff. Like, with the doll like just sitting there, and then they pan away and they come back and the doll's in a different position. It was
That's
just
been
like creepy
done
stuff.
before.
What do you want them to do? Huh? You go out and make a horror movie.
No, I
Like
don't
what?
want to. I don't want to.
Like
Maybe
what?
I don't want to.
Like what?
What do you mean, like what?
Like you said, do something new. Like what?
I mean, that's just
Creepy old dolls are scary.
Yeah, man.
the last thing to really creep me out. I'm not talking about like a jump scare or anything.
It was
but
Blair
creep
Witch,
me-
wasn't it?
No, no. It was the director's cut of The Exorcist.
Oh yeah.
Well, no, hold on.
Are you
Hold on.
serious?
What?
That
Tell me
movie was
what
creepy, man.
scene
That movie was creepy. It
the,
still scares
the
me.
spider scene, the spider
Crawling
crawl.
upstairs? Oh,
that was creepy to me
Yeah, that was.
because they didn't have visual effects back then. They didn't have computer-generated effects back then like
Oh,
that.
I was
they
like,
did.
What?
So they had to have
Everything was real. Like they was really killing people.
well, no, but her doing the spider crawl down the stairs.
Yeah.
You know what scene I'm talking about.
Uh huh. Yeah.
Justin, you know that scene?
Yeah,
You know what?
yeah.
I just
So,
thought about
I
it.
mean-
You're right. They didn't have any
Right.
special
So
effects.
for somebody that,
They had special effects, They
But not
didn't
like
have
that- no,
computer
it didn't-
generated. Yeah, nah. See, that's just sitting there. That's creepy, man.
that's
That
not
is
creepy.
No,
How
that's
is-
creepy.
that's
creepy.
Not to me. That's not creepy to me.
That's creepy.
Two old dolls just sitting there.
Two little girls. Little girls alone are creepy.
Yeah, they are. They are. That's why The Ring was so creepy, because
got
there was a little
girls.
girl
We know you got
with the
girls.
hair over her face. Yeah.
Yeah, because
That's creepy.
you know,
Little girls aren't
they
creepy.
kind of just like stare at you.
Yeah. Anyway,
That's why The Ring was so creepy.
but you know what?
What?
Yeah, that definitely was scary.
No,
But you know what? I agree with the
that's
whole
creepy, man.
the whole Exorcist thing. I'm still afraid of that movie.
Exorcist?
Yeah,
Mm.
I don't like watching it.
Pea soup.
Yeah, I just don't. Yeah.
It's not after Scary Movie 2. Like I can't take it serious anymore. Like
Nah, you
that-
laugh.
it just ruins like those things just ruin like scary movies. Like it's not even scary anymore. I'm waiting for them to do Annabelle. So Annabelle, Mama. Have you ever seen Mama?
Who?
Mama. There's a movie called Mama.
They did that though, didn't they? They messed that one up.
No, they didn't do that one. That one was creepy
No,
because the usually they're kind of like tiptoeing around, like this little happens. First 5 minutes they're like, all right, this is what this thing looks like, and you're like, oh snap, what is that? And then the rest of the movie, yeah, she just does just weird stuff.
Mama. M-O-M-M-A.
M-A-M-A.
Yeah, I think you need to see. One of those scary movies did that
Is
already.
it an American
Yeah.
production?
Mm-hmm. It's two little girls. They find a ghost, and basically the ghost takes care of them.
Okay.
And then social services comes in, and they find these two kids living out by themselves, and they take them back, adopt them, and but Mama comes too. So
Mama come take care of her baby.
yeah, and Mama's like 8 foot tall, and
Oh snap!
yeah, Mama do stuff like her hair is just on the floor, and then you see the hair go across the floor, and you're like, everybody's looking like, what is that? And then Mama would come up to like right here, like we could see her eyes.
Right.
Yeah, she was creepy. Man.
All right. I'll check that out.
8 foot tall, doing that. You know that special
Yeah,
effect,
yeah.
That one's been done 1,000 times.
I think 13 Ghosts or something
It's
started.
still
that.
odd
Yeah.
though.
It is
Yeah,
very.
yeah, yeah.
It is. That's what
Yeah.
Annabelle was doing that too. Because Annabelle,
See,
she's not a doll. Like
I liked the premise of 13 Ghosts.
Yeah, I like
and
that
it
one,
was
too.
definitely visually. It was visually.
It was corny with the
Oh,
glasses.
yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff.
like it was weird because it was horror, but then it was like, what is this? And then they had that one guy that was like, he was like comic relief.
Oh yeah. Well,
I was
yeah.
just like, what?
See, that,
what
but
is
that was
this?
the time. What 90s, late 90s.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the thing, you had to
I
have-
mean, like Stir of Echoes. That was 90. That was kind of creepy too. And
I don't think I've seen that one.
that was the one with Kevin Bacon.
No,
And,
no, I haven't seen that one.
yeah.
I we interrupting your mobile time here?
No, somebody just rang my doorbell.
It's 11 o'clock.
So, right now, we are live broadcasting Byron's house getting robbed.
No.
No?
Nope, not getting wrong. No words
No.
there.
Okay. Look, come in, take what you want.
Yeah, they know you're not home.
Well, whatever.
So, goes along the lines of, what was the last movie to like really give you guys a scare?
I haven't watched a horror movie in a long time, so I don't know.
You don't remember
just
the last
bored.
one that?
Just bored with a lot of them. No, I can't think of the one that last one.
Even if it wasn't a
I
horror
do
movie.
want to watch It. I've heard people say that the new
It looks good.
It that's coming out is
You
pretty
saw it?
good.
I said it looks good.
it looks
Yeah,
good.
it's not out.
I remember It. 'Cause It got me a long time when I was a little kid.
Right.
Yeah,
That's creepy, clowns.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
clowns themselves are just creepy.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, creepy.
There's
Little
there's,
girl clowns are even creepier. You got the two aspects.
There's
of
like
creepy.
this series of McDonald's commercials from Japan
Yeah.
with Ronald McDonald.
Oh, yeah,
They are
yeah.
so creepy.
And he's got
man.
like floppy hair in Japan, doesn't he? Like his hair is kind of like waves back. No?
This might be a different. No,
Okay.
he looks like Ronald McDonald, just like an Asian Ronald McDonald. That's what he is.
Right.
It's a guy dressed up as Ronald McDonald, but he's Asian. And like there's like the commercial I'm thinking about. The girl's like talking on the phone, and then the camera kind of pans down,
Yeah.
and Ronald McDonald is under her bed, and and he's just staring. And then there's like this weird like I don't know what it's saying, but you can hear like he's like singing like the McDonald's song, and it's like it's just like what is this, man? There's like 3 or 4 of them like that. It's so creepy. Yeah, Ronald McDonald under your bed, just
So that was the last thing to creep you out.
that was pretty creepy. Nah, it was Annabelle. It was definitely Annabelle.
Yeah.
Yeah, even though like we said, that whole little thing. Yeah, that's still creepy.
Yeah, I don't watch scary movies, so I haven't seen anything that creeped me out. But let me tell
Well, like I said, it doesn't have to be a scary movie.
The last movie I saw was Get Out. That wasn't scary, but that was
Creepy.
I guess there were some creepy scenes in there.
It wasn't really creepy.
That guy was running it towards him.
That's not creepy.
That was
I mean,
weird,
it was weird.
Disturbing?
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah.
Disturbing. Yeah.
Off-putting.
Yeah.
Off-putting. I wouldn't call it creepy.
No.
Yeah.
They had some scenes that kind of broke it up with the comedy. So the one friend.
Yeah, he was just comic relief.
Yeah, he was all the time.
Like, just come in and be funny, no matter
Yeah.
what's happening.
Just that's their thing. It's just be funny the whole time.
So, I guess we can transition to Stranger Things. Second season's coming out pretty soon.
Yeah, next month.
Have you guys seen the trailer for it?
Yeah, I saw it.
The large monster thing, doesn't that remind you of, wasn't there a movie called like Monsters or something like that? And there are these really large, or Leviathan or something like that, where it's just like these really large monsters that you really didn't see, and they came from like Central America, I think, and then they started moving north into the U.S.
Huh.
It was like, and you didn't really see them. They were hidden behind clouds, and there was lightning just behind them. So all you saw was their shadow. And then it wasn't the movie wasn't like put out there for very long, but it was an interesting movie until you actually saw what these creatures were. So, then the mysticism went away because you saw what they actually were as opposed to like forms. But
They had like a whole bunch of birds flying around them.
maybe they were like hundreds of feet tall, and I think they had 3 legs.
Yeah.
But you only knew about one initially, and then it kind of started seeing more.
Was that with Tom Cruise?
No,
talking about,
no, not War of the Worlds. No.
Okay, that's
No,
what I'm
no.
thinking about.
This one was in like
'Cause they were
southern.
kind of like that in War of the Wars.
Yeah,
War
well,
of-
but you actually saw their anatomy. Like you may not have seen like their body, but you saw their legs and their arms and stuff. This all you saw were
Oh,
shadows.
clouds.
So, but the one scene that I remember was like at a vacant gas station, and that's where you first saw the first outline of it. With a lightning in the background. I gotta find it and I gotta show you guys. So, I mean, it wasn't particularly creepy or anything like that, but it was pretty intense until it got further along the story, at least for me. So, but that's what it reminds me of, Stranger Things. That when you first see in the trailer, you know, you have I think it's like
Yeah.
sunset or something like that, and you see this creature coming out in a form. You know.
Yeah.
But it looks like that's not the only thing that they're gonna have as a monster. Like the first one, they had only the Gorgon.
Mm-hmm.
I think this one they're gonna have more than just even that creature, supposedly. Maybe.
Yeah.
But
I haven't
Nancy's
really
not
heard
gonna-
anything about it, so.
Yeah, they didn't release a lot of information, just
Mm-mm.
little blips and birds.
I mean, really, I guess the appeal of it is just 80s, I
Mhm.
guess.
yeah, it's nostalgia.
Yeah. Other than that, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. I mean, there's no,
But it doesn't take away from it either.
no.
It's not you know, putting out something just to get viewers or anything like that.
Yeah.
There's actually a good, decent story behind it.
You don't have to be an 80s baby to
Right.
like the movie
Yeah.
or the series.
Mm.
One series that I don't know if anybody watches, The Mist. Anybody watch that?
Mm-mm.
I think I was the only one to watch that too.
Yeah.
Well, that's based on the movie and
Nothing.
the book, right?
Nothing. Yeah,
The
book.
more so the book than the
Yeah,
movie.
well, it's not really a book. I forgot what it is.
Wasn't it
It's just
Stephen
like a
King?
short story. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like a collection of short stories, which
Mm.
ties into what's that movie with Idris Elba? It
Oh,
just came
Dark
out.
Tower?
Yeah, I guess those two tie in together somehow.
Okay.
Like,
Really?
yeah, something about like the dimensions, like because I know Dark Tower is like two different dimensions or something like that, and I guess that's the dimension that one of the guys in, like those monsters are coming from that dimension. But the show, it was nowhere near like the movie, like with all the like monsters.
Mhm.
Like there weren't any monsters. Like it was kind of just like people once they went in the mist, they kind of just went crazy, and then they would see things, and then just everybody did something different. They experienced different.
So it was more of a thriller than science fiction type thing.
Well, there's still mist.
Right.
So but like I said, sometimes people go crazy. Then there was one where this guy saw like 4 horsemen, and he's not seen them because they killed him.
Right.
And then there's one time where a girl just like the mist just turned into like a person and just killed them, or the mist itself would just like wrap themselves around them and then they would get killed.
So it's like Lost
no,
with the smoke
don't know.
monster.
your boy is in it. What's his name? The Wire. What'd you call?
Idris Elba.
No.
Marlo?
No, not Marlo. He's looking so weird, man.
Omar.
No, the Clay. What's his name?
Clayface.
Oh, Clay Davis,
Clayface.
the senator.
Yeah, Clayface. He's Clay Davis is he's like the
Cleveland?
mall.
Cleveland.
Yeah,
Cleveland Clayface.
Yeah.
He's in it.
yeah, he's like the director of the mall, which like a group of people go to, and he's the only one that survives.
What?
I don't know. Everybody's looking over there. I feel left out.
It's there.
I know it's there.
Just watching ourselves.
On the
You wouldn't be able to.
I can't believe I'm the only person that watches that.
watch down here. Live.
That was such a good movie. I thought it was a good movie.
The Mist?
Yeah.
The
I
one
love
with
that movie.
Thomas Jane?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know they had the TV TV movie they had of the Mist, like back in
Did
the
they?
80s or early 90s. or
That's
something
like it. Like I thought
Yeah.
it was a movie, but it was a TV
like
movie.
It was like a mini.
Yeah, I think it was
Yeah.
well, The Stand was definitely a series.
Okay.
That I know for a fact.
Yeah.
But I don't know. No, I thought it was a movie.
Was it just
It was a
movie?
TV
I thought it
movie.
was a movie.
I thought it was a TV movie.
No, I think it was because it was Tim Curry played
Yeah.
played
It was a TV
Pennywise.
movie.
It was a TV movie.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because that's what Stephen King was. He was saying that he's glad it finally got to the big screen.
Right.
And he was
Well,
like,
maybe initially it was, and then they pushed it out to the movies, to the theaters.
I don't know.
So that being said, the opposite, there was a TV show that played in the theaters not too long ago that's going to be premiering in a few weeks. Inhumans. Nobody.
Did you go see it?
No.
Oh, that was in the movies already.
that's what
I was still waiting for it to.
I thought you were going to go see it.
I was considering it, and then I was just like, I know.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna spend money.
Yeah, I saw the trailers for that, and yeah, I was good. I was not going to waste.
Where
my
does the show come on at?
ABC?
No, it's not
Yeah.
ABC.
Was it Freeform?
I think so.
You sure?
Yeah. No, it's
It's ABC, man.
no. I know for a fact it's not ABC.
It's Marvel.
Yeah.
It's owned by Disney.
Mhm.
Disney owns ABC.
I know, but it's not airing on ABC.
Oh.
It's airing on cable.
It looks terrible. It doesn't matter where it's airing.
I'll
It's
give the first few episodes
in
a
the
try.
toilet. It's
Let's
like
just give it a look.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but worse.
Yeah, it's worse. It's definitely worse.
It looks worse. We don't really know. I mean, no one's seen it, but just like how the characters look, it just looks so cheesy.
It doesn't look like they're on their A game. That's for sure.
Nah, it doesn't. It's just kind of
Yeah,
like,
it doesn't
we were gonna do Inhumans.
ABC, man.
Is it going to be ABC?
Yeah.
That's
'Cause
like, I don't know what else it would be on. That's,
Now say you're sorry.
Freeform would be the only one that would be.
Yeah.
Because initially they were talking it was going to only be on
Freeform
on
owned by.
Freeform.
It's owned by ABC.
is it-
right.
Yeah.
First two episodes, yeah. So,
I mean,
but initially a few months ago they were saying that it was going to be on Freeform or like that. So before this,
You know, I don't know. If I saw something that said they were talking about coming out with a streaming channel for Marvel, or
for Disney.
was it for Disney?
so I posted this the other day. It was officially announced that Disney is going to pull back at least movies. All right. Marvel and Star Wars properties from Netflix.
Nobody cares.
Huh?
Nobody cares about that.
No, I didn't watch the movies on Netflix.
Yeah.
I did.
What? By the time it gets to Netflix,
You talking about Disney
No.
movies? You talking about all
Because
Disney movies?
yeah.
Yeah, we watched Moana. Oh, I love Moana.
but Civil War, that was released on Netflix like months before it came out on digital. I mean, even in Canada, I think it was out as soon as it was out of the theaters
So
on
what?
Netflix. What?
So what?
What do you mean? So what?
You watch that in the movie theater.
I understand. Somebody asked a question. I am answering the question.
I'm saying, who cares?
No, that's fine. So, but they are bringing it because a couple weeks ago, Disney announced that they were pulling their Disney catalog.
Yeah.
So, and the question was, well, what about Marvel and Star Wars? So that now means, so Disney announced that they're going to put theirs on streaming as well. In addition to that, non-fiction related, that also includes ESPN. They're going to try to migrate all of the sports channels and stuff into their streaming service as well, as opposed to segregating it.
What
into
about
different-
Miramax movies?
I don't know. I don't
They
know.
own those too.
Right.
Yeah,
They
that's Disney.
may put that as independent from it. So like the blockbuster major productions.
Speaking of Miramax, isn't there supposed to be a new Jay and Silent Bob coming out?
It starts filming in a couple weeks,
Yeah.
and not a couple weeks, maybe
Wasn't
a
that
month or two.
Miramax?
Initially, it was.
Yeah.
Now it's I think his own production company,
Oh.
but produced by big production company.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it was tough for him tough for Kevin Smith to get Tusk made, which is this walrus movie.
Okay.
Yeah. I saw Tusk, not in the theaters, but I saw it at home, and it's a strange movie.
Cause he's a pirate.
What?
So at home with me pirates.
What are you talking about?
He's pirated. That's what I'm saying.
No, I saw
saw it
it
at home.
legitimately.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. No, serious.
I just got
First,
what you were saying. I'm so sorry. I'm on these dang on cold meds. I'm sorry.
maybe I need to be on cold meds. I don't get it.
What about pirating pirating movies?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't get that?
No, I got it.
Oh,
I
okay.
thought it was something else. No?
No.
Okay. Yeah, then I just didn't think it was funny. A couple months ago, Kevin Smith did a sit with Kevin Smith, like an evening with Kevin Smith in Raleigh, at one of the comedy clubs, and a lot of the stuff I had already heard because I went to see Yoga Hosers, his kids movie about if you saw Tusk, which most people didn't, which he admits to. There's two characters in Tusk that he made Yoga Hosers about, which is his daughter and Johnny Depp's daughter. Those are the two main characters.
Okay.
So it's those two movies are part of a trilogy. I forgot what the trilogy is called, but there's a third one called Moose Jaws, which is a hockey movie. So they're all supposed to be in the same universe together. So that being said, we don't know if that's getting made. So when he was talking about all that, he was talking about how it was difficult for him to get Tusk made, and there was an independent investor that just had leftover money that they needed to spend before the year. And that's how that movie got made. So during that, the night with Kevin Smith, he was talking a little bit about Jay and Silent Bob reboot. So
Reboot.
that's what it's called. Jay and Silent Bob
We have
reboot.
different actors?
No, it's going to be them. But see, the thing is, he tried to get Mallrats made, but I forgot who it was. It might be Miramax or somebody else. They own the rights to Mallrats. That's why he can't make a second Mallrats. They tried, but it was shot down. So he has, and this includes the Mallrats, Jay and Silent Bob, and Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. So he had to kind of redo Jay and Silent Bob because he owns those characters, but he wants to separate it from that universe and create a new universe that they live in. So that's why it's called Jay and Silent Bob Reboot.
Okay.
I have no idea what it's about. They start shooting in like a month or two, like that. So, and in addition to that, a couple weeks later, I saw Jason Mewes and Brian O'Halloran, who plays Dante in Clerks, at the Raleigh SuperCon. So that was pretty cool. Got them to sign a Geek Life jersey.
That's cool.
Yeah. So, and Joey Lauren Adams was there too from Mallrats. So,
Good movies.
have you seen any of them?
I've seen all of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you interested? Do you like the View Askewniverse, as they say?
The what?
View Askewniverse?
I
Yeah, that's what they call it.
Sure. I think I've seen all of
Like
them.
Dogma.
Yeah.
and
Mallrats.
Yeah.
I like
Jay and
Dogma.
Bob.
Dogma
Jay
was
and Bob.
funny.
Dogma
Strike
was
Back.
funny. Yeah, James Bond Strike Back. Yeah.
Clerks too. Clerks.
Yeah.
hmm Clerks was on TV the other day.
I didn't like Clerks, either of them.
Really?
Yeah.
What,
They were
was,
just boring.
Oh, okay. I mean, they aren't supposed to be Shakespeare.
Right, yeah, they were just boring to
He's
me.
being
That's all.
awfully forward with that donkey.
No.
That was a great
Yeah.
scene. I like
The
that.
second one was pretty rough. But
Clerks too?
yeah.
Yeah. You okay, Byron? You all right?
Yeah,
Falling asleep.
Need a breather?
I'm good.
Do you need to breathe? No, you're good. Okay. So are there any upcoming things at all that you guys are looking forward to? Like TV series or movies or
Just Thor.
just
Actually, you know what? Is there
Punisher.
oh yeah, Punisher. Yeah, those two
See how that ends up.
Doesn't Daredevil come out too?
next year.
yeah.
I thought it came out this year. None of them come out this year?
Just Punisher.
Yeah?
We had Iron
Yeah.
Fist earlier,
Yeah.
and then Defenders. We usually get 2 a year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, that's more than enough.
Well, next year's what is it? It's, Daredevil
Jessica
and
Jones.
Jessica Jones, I think.
Yes, because they're shooting Jessica Jones right now.
What's his name is coming back?
Mhm.
Purple Man's coming
Yeah.
back.
Well,
How are they
I
doing
think
that?
those are just memories.
yeah,
They're
they're
coming back with just memories of him, or like some more
David
PTSD.
Tennant.
They're gonna have him shooting.
well,
shooting that.
one theory is that
his neck broke.
That dude dead.
Yeah,
One,
he dead.
one theory is that his consciousness still exists
Hmm.
in Jessica Jones and this one other guy. So
Okay.
that's because he had mind control and all that, and when he was taking the whatever that stuff was, made him even more powerful. So I mean,
His dead baby. That's what he was taking.
the dead baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Let's call it what it
Yeah.
is.
Dead baby.
So I mean, that's a theory that was talked about, or a rumor.
I thought it was just, they were saying it was gonna be more like PTSD and flashbacks and stuff like that.
Well, that's what was like, I think, the press release. But the theory that other people are coming up with is that they aren't technically flashbacks. It's actually conscious. It'll end up being that he's actually a conscience inside. Kosh?
You had it right the first
Yeah,
time.
it's a conscience. Yeah,
Inside somebody's head.
yeah,
So, like a split personality type
Yeah.
thing.
yeah.
So kind of like Nutty Professor with
Just like
yeah,
Nutty Professor.
just like that. What are you talking about, man? we had
Buddy Love.
Buddy Love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buddy Love.
Because as we know, it's only in the head, not like a whole physical transformation.
Well, no, the second one when he got rid of Buddy, you didn't watch the second one, did you?
I mean, watch the first one.
That's your problem.
I wouldn't consider it a
That's your
problem.
problem. You didn't watch.
I wouldn't
Nutty
call it a
Professor.
problem.
Oh, it was funny, man.
Okay. You're entitled.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
funny.
it was funny, man.
All right.
Eddie Murphy's funny.
Eddie Murphy's funny.
Raw, sure.
Sometimes.
No, man.
Raw.
It's funny. He's
Eddie Murphy Raw? I think he's
He wasn't
hysterical,
funny in Dreamgirls.
I don't think that was supposed to be. He wasn't supposed to be funny.
It's funny in Norbert.
Norbert, he was funny.
What about? Well, I want to see. I was just trying to change. I got nothing.
Yeah, whatever.
Trying to change subject, and I can't think of what is the one on Fox. Not the one that's already had one season.
The X-Men thing is
Oh,
coming out?
No.
no.
Stop it.
Okay.
Not the
comic.
Gifted. No, not
Okay.
that trash.
Oh, you're talking about what we were watching last season.
Yeah.
What was that? With
The psychic. Oh man.
Legend?
Legend. Yeah. Legion.
Oh,
Yeah.
Legion.
Legend.
Yeah.
Legion.
We
yeah.
got there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Season 2
We
of
are
that.
Legion. Yeah, no, they never mentioned that the show was canceled or anything. So, I mean, that's not to say that they may change their mind, but
Yeah.
I think that would be a mistake, to be honest.
You don't want to watch The Gifted, man?
Nah, not really. I mean, I'll watch it, but I'm not expecting too
Yeah,
much. From it.
I wouldn't expect too much from it either.
They're trying to tie in that whole Legion universe into the X-Men.
Legend of the Legion.
Yeah, into the X-Men universe, but I don't know where the X-Men universe is going. It would be nice for Sony and Fox
Right.
and Marvel.
To all
I
get
just
along.
threw Sony in there. Yeah, because man, man, it would be an awesome show, an awesome movie to have like X-Men versus Avengers.
Oh, absolutely. They would be See, they need to do it before this train leaves the station. You know, before it just becomes,
Everybody's too old.
Right.
They have to change
or
all the
just
X-Men.
tired, or just
Yeah.
tired of the genre.
Well, they're already.
There
talking
are a
about-
lot. Yeah, no, that.
They could do some incredible stories.
I don't think so, man. I mean, comics have been around for
Yeah,
long time.
almost 100 years,
Yeah,
right?
but that doesn't
you
mean-
always have those people going to see those movies.
There will be, but I think for the general public, though, because I mean, sure, you're gonna have geeks and stuff watching it multiple times, if not
Lots
just
of
once.
geeks now, man.
But I don't know. Even I'm getting kind of tired of. I'd like to see something different every once in a while. And it's right now. It's either a comic book movie or something that's redone. You know, rehashed.
Hardly any like original concepts.
Yeah. I mean, they're doing. You remember back in the '80s, a Real American Hero? You remember that show?
No, it sounds like a G.I. Joe
Yeah, that's what I was
tagline.
thinking.
It's
I remember that guy. He had the
Yeah.
red suit on. with
and he had like a T or whatever, the black,
Yeah,
the
I
black
remember
and
that.
white logo.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he flew around and he was like, oh,
Yeah, he couldn't fly,
Right,
yeah.
he could fly. He couldn't land. He
Oh,
always
that's
crashed.
right. That's right. That's right.
So it was an '80s superhero thing, and
Oh no,
at least look at the commercial.
young.
At least look at the commercial for it because it'll give you an idea. But they are redoing it with a female lead.
on TV or
Yeah, TV.
Yeah, that's the other thing they're doing. Is like
I don't have a problem with the female lead. I have a problem with them just doing it all together because it's like we really don't. There's an anime that I've watched a couple episodes of, One Punch Man. All right, are you guys familiar with it?
I don't know what it is.
Okay, it's an anti-hero show. It's a Japanese animation, and it's a guy who got picked on by a monster, just some random monster that showed up. You know, it's kind of making fun of the genre, and then from that point forward, he's trained doing like calisthenics for 3 years straight, and he became invincible, and he could pretty much kill anything with one punch. And it's a mock on the superhero, you know, identity that, you know, he's always trying to find somebody that's worth a fight, but he just beats everybody with one punch. So, you know, most of the time he's arguing not to get into a fight, because it's like, look, I'm going to kill you anyway. So let's just let bygone. You calm down, go about your business.
I'm freaking One Punch Man.
I know, right?
Pretty much. I mean, it's
my name.
If you don't mind subtitles, I mean, there's this one point where, and you know, the stereotypical anime where it over explains a situation. There's actually a scene of this guy who's a cyborg, who saw One Punch Man do his thing, and he begs him to train him. And he's like, well, okay, whatever. And the guy is sitting in his kitchen, in One Punch Man's kitchen, going over his backstory. And all you see is One Punch Man just kind of like twitching. He's like, can you hurry this up?
Yeah.
You know, I don't have a lot of time for this. And he just keeps going and keeps going, and he just flips. One Punch Man flips. He's like, shut up! I told you I don't have it. So it's like aware of itself. It's actually pretty funny. I don't think I could watch it episode to episode, back to back, but watching an episode once in a while it's pretty good. So I recommend it.
Did you watch Castlevania?
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I watched it too. It
Yes.
was all right. It's pretty good. It was pretty
Well,
good.
they renewed it, so
Oh,
I
did
think
they? Yeah.
I think the next season's going to be
Is that
8
animated?
episodes.
Yeah, kind of wish it was. It was so short, but man, it
Yeah.
was.
I think, but it was good enough for an introduction.
It was good.
Yeah.
I have to watch it.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
pretty good.
it's
I don't want to.
This probably is a good time to watch it.
Wait a minute.
Kids sleep 11:30.
Yeah,
It's gory.
it's
This is
really
not a good
gory.
time for me to watch anything.
But
I will be asleep.
No, I'm just saying, like when the kids aren't up.
Yeah. But it was a
Language and bloody.
bloody, very bloody. Literally blood from the clouds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And lots of monsters. But it's like 35-minute episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's
Oh,
4
that's
episodes.
It's 4 episodes. Yeah.
Gotta get through the wire first.
Yeah. What season are you on?
4.
I think six
Yeah.
seasons.
It's
Yeah.
5, so.
Is it
5
5?
Yeah.
Or so you at the which one are you at now? Right? Which one is it? The school?
They're in school, yeah.
Okay, dealing with the kids. Okay.
Weebay. Yeah, thanks for spoiling. Malik. You spoiled a lot of stuff for me. I appreciate that, yeah.
I didn't spoil anything for you. I didn't tell
You
you
did.
anything. What did I
Yeah,
say?
you actually did.
What did I say?
I was like, oh, thanks.
What did
man.
I tell you?
Yeah.
About old boy being the boxing coach?
Nah.
About what?
Weebay. And
What about Weebay?
obviously, something's gonna happen to Omar because you already done said that.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't say anything. I just said,
Wasn't
man,
it,
it's jacked
wasn't
up
it on
man.
this podcast?
No,
no, this was talking offline.
I just said, hey, man, it sucks the way it went down for him. That's all I said.
Yeah, so obviously, I mean, something's gonna happen to him. So
I
great.
didn't tell you how it's
I'm
going.
just waiting for that.
Oh, you won't expect it. It's unexpected.
There was a couple unexpected ones. What's it? Justin's watching it, so I'm not gonna ruin it.
I don't care.
Yeah, I'm not gonna ruin it.
It's.
A couple of guys that
I
got taken out.
I don't think it's met on the bounds of spoiling it for you. It's just to enjoy the suddenness of things.
Yeah, you want to enjoy some of those scenes, and they weren't good. I was like, shh. Oh, man.
I think the funniest thing is that the majority of the actors on that show are British.
Are you serious?
Yeah. You know, the main character, detective guy?
Yeah,
He's British.
I mean, obviously, I know that he is.
Jigsaw.
And also
I knew
The
that
Affair.
guy from somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's also in
Dominic
The
West.
Affair.
Yeah.
I think
Dominic
Showtime.
West, that's his name.
Uh,
Yeah, his name.
Mm-hmm.
Dominic West.
Yeah, that's his name.
yeah. Preacher. Have you guys been watching Preacher?
No,
No.
that show's too weird.
AMC, man.
Too
Yeah.
weird.
There's only one show on AMC that you can watch.
What show is that?
Walking Dead.
You mean Preacher?
Maybe Fear the Walking Dead. You can watch that too. Maybe.
Preacher looks too weird for me, man. I'm just not.
Yeah. It's like that
It's-
Into the Badlands
Yeah,
kind
it's
of
like
vibe.
Into the Balance. It's just
Yeah.
like weird, man.
It's really not that weird.
got Breaking Bad too. That was
Breaking
on
Bad
AMC.
was good, man.
Breaking Bad wasn't weird.
Breaking Bad was really
No, I
good.
was saying because I was saying there's only one show that you could watch.
Right.
That was not a true statement.
As you list 100 other shows.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, Breaking Bad was awesome. I love that show.
If you haven't given Preacher a try, give it a try.
I can't do it.
What do you mean you can't do it?
It's just sometimes you just can't do it.
Some shows
I can't bring myself to watch it.
I can't do it.
What puts you off?
It's about a preacher.
It's just weird, man.
Yeah. Supernatural
So
stuff.
Legion's okay for you, but Preacher, that's just outright crazy.
Yeah.
I don't understand your scale.
I don't know, man. Just it is what it is. That's
Hey,
just
man,
like
let's do it for me.
whatchamacallit, what was it, John Constantine?
Oh, Constantine?
When that
I
came
love
on.
that show.
Yeah.
Really?
I like the movie. I like the movies.
He's supposed to be. I like the movie too, but he's supposed to be British.
I didn't really care.
That's gone, right? That's not coming up back on.
No, it's not coming.
No, there's been fans, including myself, fighting to get it brought back
Baby
on.
Batman. They should take that off.
Well,
Baby Batman. Yeah.
which one is that?
That's
Oh,
Gotham.
Gotham?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Did you see the latest trailer?
No,
It
I
looks
don't care
retarded.
about trailers.
You putting on masks, that's stupid. I don't want to talk about that. But what I do want to talk about is, has anyone seen the CW Seed?
I don't care, man. I don't want to talk
The
about.
animated ones that they had.
Has anybody seen?
Shut up, man.
I mean,
I'm talking to you right now. The animated.
Constantine?
No, not Constantine. It was
Vixen.
Vixen. Yeah.
No, I haven't seen that, but I
Those
do
were
know.
good, man.
But I do know the Matt Ryan who played Constantine on the TV show.
Mm-hmm.
He was doing the voice of Constantine, and he was also in Justice League Dark.
Matt
Which-
Ryan.
That's his name, Matt Ryan. No, not the football player.
I was
The British
dang,
dude.
Dude's got some talent.
That was actually.
Well, he needs something to do anyway.
That was a pretty good movie.
What?
The Justice League Dark. I watched
Yeah,
it.
no, it was animated. Though his voice acting was.
What about Batman and Harley Quinn that came out?
I didn't see that one.
Didn't see that one.
No. I did see The Killing Joke though. I saw that in the theater.
I didn't see that in theater, but I saw
Yeah.
that. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
definitely not for kids.
I'm not into DC movies.
Man, they're
No, these are the animated
They're
ones.
gory.
I know.
With Mark Hamill and
know.
Kevin.
I know.
All right.
I'm just not, man. I don't know what it is. I saw Justice League War, and is it Flashpoint? I saw those two. They were good, but I don't know. Man. Just can't bring myself to watch them.
They're not
Good.
bad. Like if you, I watched them
Yeah.
too. Those two, they're not bad. If you're bored, and
Yeah.
it's like $2.99 on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're on Netflix, or they
Some
used
of
to
them,
be.
some of
Some
them
of them are,
yeah.
yeah.
Some of them are.
I watched it like what's the one, the Red Hood, I think.
Oh,
The
yeah,
that was a
Batman one?
good
It
one.
was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the animated series, and actually, ironically, I've been watching the animated because Amazon Prime has the animated series, Batman the animated series on.
Like the one from the 90s,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the one that is actually good.
the best one.
Yeah. So they have all 5 seasons. So, and I watched the pilot. I was like, I don't remember that theme song.
What?
So the theme song was different than
Oh.
what it had. What do you got? What the hell? What?
It's just weird stuff keeps happening. Though.
What do you mean weird stuff? You think?
Like, cause I can see it out like my peripheral, and then
Yeah.
Justin will sit back, and then it just looks weird because I don't see him anymore.
He's right there.
I'm
Don't-
talking
don't
about.
worry about
I'm
up
talking
there.
about like I
Yeah,
can
no,
see it.
I got you, but he's
Yeah.
right there. You don't have to be concerned.
Okay, whatever.
All right. But the pilot episode of the animated series was really weird. The art style and the voice
I
acting.
can breathe. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying you, man.
But yeah, it was. You could definitely tell it was green. But as the episodes went on, it was like, okay, this is the stuff I remember. So,
So is anybody pumped up for
No.
the new DC movies that's coming out?
what DC?
Are we getting ready to get
Justice
League?
League.
Is that coming out soon? Justice League?
Said this year.
Oh,
or
you
next
mean
year?
Young Justice? The
Justice
animated?
League.
Oh,
the
Justice
movie.
League?
No, he's talking about Khal Drogo, and we need to talk about Kevin. Has anybody ever seen that movie?
What?
We need to talk about Kevin.
No.
No one's ever seen it.
Was it good?
It's disturbing.
Yeah.
It's the guy that who plays Flash.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's like a troubled kid, pretty much his whole life, and his mother's trying to take care of him. He just does crazy stuff.
Kind of like Donnie Darko.
More disturbed.
That was a
Really?
weird movie.
Yeah.
What? You didn't like that?
Sorry,
movie?
dog, that was weird.
It wasn't weird. This movie's not weird.
weird.
It's just
That rabbit,
it's disturbing.
whatever that was. Was that a rabbit? Oh,
Yes,
what was that?
it was
I
a
don't know
rabbit.
what that was.
It was a rabbit. We got to make sure Groot was.
I was like, don't press that button
I'm not gonna
because he's
press the
gonna sing for 20 minutes.
Why you have batteries in the thing?
I used to have it on my desk, and everybody used to come by and press it, and they're like, oh, and then they walk away.
And you have to deal with the fallout.
Can't
And it doesn't turn off.
Yeah, you
Like,
can't like hit the button and turn
Well,
it off.
here.
it'll just start over. Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, there's an off button right here.
But if you press it,
Right.
it'll play the whole song, and then whenever it hears like any type of rhythm, it'll
Right.
start dancing again. So it could be anything.
Yeah.
You have to press the button first.
Like this?
No.
Yeah. What about Steven Universe? Has anybody watched that? I'm excited for season 5.
Rick and Morty?
No.
What is, explain to me what Rick and Morty is about.
Man, he just went right over Steven Universe.
Yeah, because nobody cares about Steven Universe.
Would you like to talk about Steven Universe?
Nah.
Go
Are
ahead.
you sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
Talk about Steven Universe.
Give you the
Comes
floor.
on Cartoon Networks for kids, man, and I'll watch it. All right.
I thought it was Adult Swim.
No,
Adult Swim
it comes on.
before that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You watch it with
7
your kids?
o'clock.
You watch it with your kids?
Nah,
No, it's not.
it's
like
a little.
actually for kids.
I mean, they watch it before, but they're not interested.
Right.
Everything goes over their heads.
No.
It's like for teenagers, probably.
Yeah. Or
Well, not
Or
teenagers,
stoned
but
20-year-olds.
Nah,
No.
they probably won't appreciate that.
No.
Yeah.
They
I
have to
can
be
appreciate
assigned
it because I'm older,
Oh, okay.
and it gives me a break from having to watch. Oh my goodness, man!
Dora the
Mickey
Explorer.
Mouse, Dora the Explorer.
I don't
Yeah,
have
you don't
kids
have
now,
kids.
but
Yeah,
no.
no,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's old now.
No.
Lion, what is it?
Blue's
What
Clues?
is it? No,
Blue's Clues.
Lion. The Lion Guard.
Lion Guard,
Yeah.
What's the
Ninjago?
Elena of
yeah.
Avalor.
Yeah.
Doc McStuffins.
I'm not looking forward to that.
Yeah, that's
It's
right.
terrible, man.
Welcome.
Yeah.
They'll give you the pamphlet.
There'll be
later.
something new. by
And the
time.
thing is,
There'll be
it's the
something new by
same. It will be. It's the same 5 episodes
time. Over
over and over and over again
and
all
over
day.
and over and over
Yeah, like,
and over again.
I hate repeating myself, so having somebody or something else repeat, no.
and it's so bad when a new episode does come on. You're like, oh, I'm about to watch this. It's gonna be good.
It's terrible, man. Like,
Yeah, it's terrible.
oh man, like my daughter, Moana. That she wore that out. So now,
Oh, movies is a whole different thing.
oh my God. So now her new movie is Daddy Daycare. That's an old movie, but she'll watch it.
Daddy Daycare.
Isn't
that a live action movie?
No.
Daddy Daycare?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's with Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Why'd you say no?
I don't know. I said
don't
no.
know. I don't know.
No, it's the animated Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
Yeah, my kids will sing.
Right, Matt?
No.
Yeah, sing and Trolls, and then Moana, of course.
Yeah, Moana's terrible.
So they'll have a list for you of the movies.
Oh no,
that
you
will
won't.
work
No,
or something?
it comes naturally.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're gonna you're gonna let him go in blind. Is that what you're saying?
And what? I know. I'm saying that kids, they know what they want to watch.
Oh yeah, they do, man.
If there's adults on it, they don't want to watch that.
No.
If it's not animated, they don't want to watch.
What about Voltron? Would you let your kids watch Voltron?
No, they're not gonna have interest in that. It needs to be silly. Like, it needs to be silly stuff going on.
Have you seen the new Voltron series? It's silly.
There's some
this
silly
is-
stuff in
It's
there,
for
but
kids.
There's
It's for
some
kids.
silly stuff in there.
What do you mean some silly stuff?
It still got some.
The best way I could describe the new Voltron is kind of like Finding Nemo, the first Finding Nemo, where
Yeah.
there's like innuendo and stuff for the parents, but it's made for kids. That's what Voltron is like.
No, not for
Yes. Sorry?
There was no fighting in Finding Nemo.
Yeah, there's a bunch of fighting. There's some violence.
It's with robots and shooting lasers. You don't see anybody dying.
You see explosions.
Yeah,
you
you
don't see
don't.
anybody
You don't,
dying
you
in
don't
it.
really let kids watch like violent stuff like that.
My kid will.
Okay.
Firecracker.
Yeah, when they start, doing those moves in daycare, and then they get kicked out, and then they keep getting kicked out of daycares. Yeah, you're gonna be like,
You're Robies. I'm Voltron. Here's my sword.
That's how you don't get picked
All
on
the
in school.
parents, all the parents look at you crazy. The teachers look at you crazy.
Why
They're
you
like,
raising
"They
your
watch
kids like
Voltron."
that?
Yeah, exactly.
So, what's your problem?
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
We were raised watching Voltron. I was a kid watching
I
Voltron.
watch a lot of them.
You weren't a little kid.
Yeah, I was.
How old you were? Like what?
Probably 8.
8? Yeah. I'm not talking about 8-year-olds. I'm talking about 2-year-olds
Oh, man.
and 5-year-olds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not gonna want to watch it because it's just
Yeah, no.
so-
I was talking about like 8.
Yeah, 8. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Bugs Bunny. Violent.
Yeah, Bugs Bunny is very violent, but
Yeah, that's a little extreme. They be shooting people in the face and
Oh,
blowing
yeah.
their beak off and stuff.
We turned out okay, though. I mean, for the most part. I mean, none of us are felons.
dropping anvils on people's heads.
Yeah, that is.
That's just silly, man. Come on, you're not doing that. But you can't shoot
Act-
somebody in the face with a shotgun.
What about the Acme bombs and the rocket roller
Yeah,
skates?
no.
How many YouTube videos do you see of that? People putting like Roman candles on skates trying to make rocket
I
skates.
don't understand that.
What?
Why you would even try that?
Because people are stupid. I mean, there's really no other reasoning behind it. It's just
If
people
you
are
hold
stupid.
it in your hand and it doesn't do anything.
Darwinism.
Right.
What makes you think putting it on a skate is going to be different?
Well, because the people that hold it in their hand no longer have fingers. So they're like, oh, wait a second, there's combustion here.
Well, no, that's what a Roman candle, like you hold it in your hand. And
Yeah.
But if it's that easy, what?
Well, because you're
Like your arm doesn't go like.
because you're holding it really tight. Why?
Your arms are stronger than your legs.
Well, you got wheels on your feet, so there's less friction.
Yeah, it's gonna shoot me all the way.
Yeah, that's how physics works. That's the one thing that annoys me about the shotgun blasts and stuff and like action movies and like that. You know, guy shoots another guy with a shotgun and goes flying. You know, it's like, but physics works that the blowback would be as equal, so the guy shooting would fly back the other half.
That would be hilarious. They both just fly back.
I think there's only been like 2 times that I've actually seen them do that in a movie, and it wasn't obviously serious. It was just like on a wire, just going flying out. So I don't know, whatever.
There's never any realistic gunshots. I mean,
No.
they're not fun.
No.
Like people they get shot and they just fall down.
Well, it depends on the movie. Yeah, or yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. No, you just
Usually it's
stop.
just like done.
That's it.
Ragdoll.
But that.
Do you remember ragdoll physics? Like in the 90s?
Oh, jeez.
Like in games? Like they put that in
Half-Life.
every single game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they still do that. I've been watching.
It's not as bad now.
Oh.
It's not as bad as it used to be.
You need to watch like.
Where like they would like clip into like the ground and like shake and twitch around and stuff like that.
There's this. I watch streaming fails and like Twitch fails on YouTube and stuff, and they have a lot of like best ofs and like that. So there's a lot of people playing the game H1ZN or something like that, and which is the first person or third person shooter.
It's a zombie thing, right?
Well, it used to be, but now it's
That's right,
MMO
yeah.
or
Yeah, okay.
multiplayer now.
Yeah.
So you go around, you drop down, and you're supposed to you start out with nothing, and you have to go hunt and gather and look for gear, guns and all that other stuff, and there are vehicles around. And you're just supposed to kill opponents. And then after time period, depending on the game mode, like a mist will come in, like a poisonous mist, and you have to get to like an evac zone as soon as possible. So, but their physics is ridiculous. You're like, there was one video where they were on a motorcycle with a sidecar, and they're going down a hill, and they hit a little bump, and the thing just goes woo, like flying, just like loft. And then but there's stuff like that all the time. A lot of them are pretty funny. though.
Hitman had some bad
Yeah.
physics
Yeah.
too. With those ballers, his handguns. It's like, why are people flying through the air after getting hit with a handgun? I mean, they're doing cartwheels. Like, wow.
A lot of these physics fails are hysterical. If you're in competition though, they're not as funny. But if you're a spectator just watching it, it's kind of like a goat simulator.
Yeah,
Those are hysterical.
this is silly, man. There's a lot of silly games out there.
Yeah, it's
bad physics.
I mean,
on
but
purpose.
look where they came from. You know, it's like, you know, I think it started with Half-Life,
Yeah.
you know, and just look how far they've come, or for the most part. So,
Goat simulator.
Goat Simulator. You okay, man?
No, these seats are not comfortable.
No? They're the same
Yours.
seats from your house.
I know.
So how are they less comfortable here than they were?
Yeah,
at
pillows.
No,
We used to have
they're,
pillows.
they're the exact same amount of comfortable.
They're
Well-
metal chairs. What you expect?
I bring the gear. I am not going to bring the, I'm not going to bring like recliners or anything. It's somebody else's job. So,
Recliners.
Yeah.
All right.
so, all right. So we're going to try to do this more frequently. I'm hoping to get my apartment cleaned out. So
I mean, you hoping
I'm hoping
somebody else is gonna do it?
if somebody gives me a hand grenade, I can
Hopefully.
take care of it real
I
quick.
hope it happens
I
in
hope-
the next few weeks.
Somebody gonna knock on the door. Hey,
Hey,
you
we're
need your
clean,
spot
man.
clean?
Matt's
Yeah.
single. He got no kids.
Yeah,
You
no,
can get a maid, man.
That's what kids are,
You can
maids.
afford it.
No, I wish I
Kids
had-
are maids. What?
At least that's what the myth is.
Kids are opposite of maids.
No, I've been doing some good stuff. So
Once they get to my kids' age, teenagers, then
Yeah.
servitude start.
yeah, because they expect
They expect
salary.
money. Expect money.
Salary, allowance.
Yeah. Salary.
Well, it would be a salary. At
Yeah.
some point. Yeah. So do check in, check out. So yeah, hopefully.
Still said hopefully again.
Well, I'm talking
to
time
commit,
frame.
man.
Time
Commit,
frame.
man.
Time frame.
I'm gonna get my stuff
Together.
straight.
I'm gonna get my stuff together before the end of the year.
The end of the year.
Wow, that's yeah.
What is going on in your apartment, man?
Boxes.
Justin's face, man.
It's got boxes.
End of the year. That's
No, no. In all seriousness, I'll be cleaning up my apartment so we can have something a little more stable and permanent.
that works.
At least until I get a house, and then I'll actually have like an apartment, a permanent studio. I'll have a permanent studio.
You have an apartment in your house.
I'll have an apartment in my
Awesome.
house that'll be permanent.
perfect.
That's where the maid will stay.
Made
Are you gonna get like a for real, like serious, like
house.
nah, studio? Like would you like
Yeah, I already have some
like plans?
deadening and stuff like that.
Deadening?
Sound deadening. You know, in studios
Yeah.
where they have the foam, almost like Ed Carton foam.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sound deadening, so
Mhm.
that way it's not echoey and like that,
Mm-hmm.
and insulated and everything. So yeah, something permanent that you don't have to rearrange stuff.
So we can just show up.
just show up and we're
Yeah.
ready to rock and roll.
And you press play.
That's right.
Go. Well, not play.
Record,
Yeah.
start, everything. So that's what my hope is.
Awesome.
So, but yeah, I got goals, right? That's the first step is a goal.
Sure.
That's right.
Sure. Okay. So, and then getting it done is the second step,
Yeah.
and then being there is the third step.
Maybe having a plan.
Oh, yeah. I
That
keep
helps too.
forgetting
Having
that
a goal and getting it done.
Keep forgetting the plan part. I got to figure out a plan to plan. So, but if we don't do video, we'll at least absolutely do audio going future and like that. So, it's yeah. Anyway, so for the Geek Life Global Geek Defense Force, I am Matt.
Angry Black Man.
Captain Villain Black.
The Bear Maker. And we will see you all next time. Stay geek.